future and life. Let the light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh,
Jesus is trending. Good evening. I hope you are good. Happy Monday.
Make you feel alright. Rainbow, the promise, the future, and
Good evening. I hope you are good. Happy Monday to you. Thank you for joining. I hope you are good. Please help me share this live. I'm doing the same now. I hope our weekend was nice. Inside.
Bringing hope and make you feel alright.
Yes, happy Monday. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. I see you.
Let the light that's within me shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh, inside.
Thank you for liking the live. Jesus is trending. Please help me share this live. Help me share to your followers, your friends. Sam Drum, I see you. And the fastest way to do that is if you click down on your screen for about 4 seconds, click down and hold down, and some names will pop up on your screen. Just keep sending, and scroll down and send to all of your friends. Let them be part of this crucial talk today. Today is Monday, the 9th of March, 2026. And on Mondays, we talk about issues that has to do with individuals. We talk about things, find ways of coping better, of doing things better. We learn, unlearn, and relearn, and charge one another really to be better so that we can enjoy the essence of living. How are you as an individual? Are you an encourager? Are you a discourager? I mean, people don't want to hear that or even talk about it, but then sometimes you don't know what people will say. So that person, they just discouraged me, or they're not supportive, We have ways of saying certain things. Glorious Awa, I see you. Thank you, Sam Drum. Please help me share this live to your friends. Let them be part of our talk today. Yeah, if somebody said that about you, would you be happy? If they say, oh, you're not a supportive person, you discourage a lot. You don't want to hear that, but truly sometimes that's how some of us appear to be. But let's talk about this today. We're going to be talking about encouragement, and I give this one a subtitle: strengthening one another in life's journey, because we all need encouragement from time to time. Life is tough. Oh, don't get me started about that. Stable Sugar, I see you. Life is tough, and sometimes you just need that push, just somebody to give you that push in terms of, how they support you or how they encourage you. Their words are powerful, and sometimes you may just have to encourage yourself to get going, so to say. Yemi Akins, I see you. Good evening. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining. Please help me share this live to your friends. Let them be part of our talk today. Encouragement, strengthening one another in life's journey. It's very crucial. It's very important. Some people have given up, on life because they don't find this in their life, or it's just hard, it's like a struggle all the time, they need a break. Please sit down if you're that person today. If you need some encouragement tonight, please get your tea, your juices, whatever, sit down, listen to this talk, and then perhaps you can join in after the talk, where we'll talk some more, expand this some more, encourage one another some more, because boy, oh boy, from time to time, everyone would need encouragement. Whether it's not available, that's another thing altogether. So let's talk about this today. I'm going to be going into my talk shortly. So please, Aggie, I see you, see Aggie or Aji. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining me here on Insight with FunmiRoyal. Please help me share as you're joining. Help share to your friends, especially the ones that you feel they need some sort of encouragement tonight. We need it, like I said, from time to time. We need it, to keep us going, because life is a journey, and sometimes very tough, sometimes very hard, sometimes very discouraging. And we all need encouragement from time to time. Life and Success TV, I see you. Good evening. Please share this live to your friends. Joe Gray, I see you. I'm going to go into this talk just to expand it some more, so we know which perspective I'm coming from tonight. Like I said, the topic is encouragement, strengthening one another in life's journey. We need that a lot. So life can be challenging, like I said. I mean, to anyone, everyone, it's not a respecter of age, race, gender at all. Every person experiences seasons of discouragement, seasons of disappointment. Dawson, I see you. Rosebar, I see you. We experience, uncertainty. We experience emotional exhaustion. Kenneth, good evening, sir. Kate's girl, I see you. Please help me share this live as you're joining. We're talking about this positive word today. And I know, like I said, sometimes we struggle with this in our lives. Perhaps you need that encouragement tonight. Itayo, I see you. Oh, thank you so much. Good evening and welcome. Happy Monday to us. So we need a lot of encouragement. We go through emotional exhaustion. Itayo Ayodeji, I see you. And at times people feel overwhelmed by responsibilities, relationships, health concerns, or personal struggles. Sometimes you can't even share with anyone, and yet you need encouragement. So in those moments, what many people need is encouragement. They need encouragement. Sometimes, we try to kind of encourage ourselves, but it goes a long way when you have people rooting for you, people supporting you, pouring those positive energy, to you, just to encourage you to keep going. Lala Aaron, oh, how are you? It's been a while. I hope you are good. Thanks for joining us here on Insight. I hope your day has been good. Please help share this live. Let your friends, your loved ones, let them be part of this talk today. It's a crucial one, like I said, and we all need it from time to time. And hopefully we are encouragers and not discouragers. So encouragement is powerful, really powerful. A few sincere words can restore hope, can renew strength for someone, and change someone's outlook altogether. I'll go into my Bible because it also says a lot about this word or this topic we're treating today. The Bible places great importance on encouraging one another. Encouragement kind of reminds people that they are not alone, that their efforts matters, and that better days are possible. Even if you're going through a very rough patch right now, it seems, discouraging left, right, and center. You're just going through the motion. You're not happy. A lot going on. Yeah, perhaps you need that encouragement today. So let's break it down some more. What is encouragement? What do you see as encouragement? So encouragement means giving support, like I said, giving confidence or helping someone build up their confidence and hope to another person. Are you the one that gives hope to other people, or are you the one that saps hope from them? So to encourage someone is to lift their spirit. Some will say, oh my God, after speaking with this person, I feel lighter, I feel good, I feel confident. Would people say that about you? Is that how you impact people? To encourage someone means to strengthen their courage. We all have courage in there. Some might just feel mine is not enough. I need, some sort of boosting. And they come to you to help boost their courage. But rather what they get is, oh my goodness, the little they have, you just sap it off of them. And it's like, what's happening here? So I hope we're not, that kind of a person that discourages people. I hope not. Again, encouragement to someone can be just, reminding them of their values. Perhaps they have their values and it's worked so far for them, and all of a sudden it's just like they want to give up because their high values is not being appreciated, or is not bringing to them what they really hope, and they're almost like giving up on their values. But it's just like you reminding them, you remember your values. It has brought you thus far. Keep with it, So encouraging that person, reminding them of their value. Again, encouraging someone, it can mean to inspire them to keep going. Maybe they're tired, maybe they're just worn out, and they just need some sort of inspiration to keep going. And then you bring those words of encouragement, to spur them on, and they just keep going. Like, they might be tired, but with those words of encouragement, they just feel so energized to keep carrying on in a positive way. So encouragement does not mean pretending that problems do not exist. That is not what we're saying, but instead it means standing with someone while they face those problems. So you can see the difference. We're not pretending that that problem is not there, but you just have to, stay there with them through that problem such that they find strength to keep going. So a person who is encouraged often finds strength to continue even when life feels so difficult. That is what encouragement is really all about. So why is it important? Why is encouragement important? You can answer this personally. You might think for you, oh, you don't need encouragement, you're fine by yourself. Well, good luck to you, good for you. But a lot of us, we do. We do need this encouragement from time to time. So why is encouragement important? People carry invincible burdens. They say don't judge a book by its cover. Because when you see the cover looks beautiful. But when you open the books, you see all sorts. Sadness, you see all sorts, discouragement, you see all sorts in there. So people carry invincible burdens. You may not see it, but all they need is just that encouragement. So let's be mindful of our words. But yeah, let me not jump my notes, but just so I put that out there. So someone may appear strong on the outside while struggling internally. This happened a lot of time. And I know some people, they wear their problems on their face, so to say. They wear it on their forehead. But a lot of people, they look so strong on the outside, but they're struggling internally. And many individuals deal with stress, anxiety, loneliness, or discouragement without openly expressing it. I've heard of maybe about a couple of comedians, they make other people laugh. And at one point in time, they found them in their homes or in some hotel, whatever. They just ended their lives. And then you wonder, this person that makes the whole world laugh, what could be going on for them to just feel, let's just end it. And they just found their body here and there and all that. So it's hard. They don't wear it on their forehead. When they're standing and cracking their jokes and making people laugh, on the inside, there's a lot, going on for them, but they're just not expressing it openly. Or maybe they feel they're not surrounded with the right people and they just keep everything inside and they get so overwhelmed, and the only way out for them is just that way. But truly, it's not really. We can always get help. Anyways, so this is why encouragement is so necessary. Sometimes all you have to do is just that sentence, that one word, that one text message, just to encourage that person. And I'll go there today because the Bible reminds all of us believers, those who care to read the Word of God, to intentionally uplift one another. Timothy, I see you. So if you read 1 Thessalonians 5:11, it says, therefore, comfort each other and edify one another, just as you are also doing. So the word edify means to build up. Oluyemi Law, I see you. Good evening. Welcome. Edify, building up somebody, not breaking down somebody. Building up somebody, not discouraging somebody, because it goes a long way. Encouragement builds people up emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and all the least you can think of. Without encouragement, people can lose motivation, people can lose hope, and that's just the truth about it. Sometimes we just need that extra push, to keep us going. And how does this happen? Let's look at it. Remember, it's what we say to people that either encourages them or break them down. So the power of words are powerful, very, very powerful. Once you hear those words, it just goes into your system, either makes you come alive or, diminishes your person or something on the inside of you. So words are powerful. Words carry tremendous influence, whether you believe that or not. I mean, if you sit down now, somebody's telling you, oh, you can do it. Yeah, I think I'm jumping my notes now. And they pump you with words. Remember all those athletes, they have their coach, and when they're about to go for their race or whatever it is, they're like, charging them up. You can do this. You remember this. You broke the record. They just say all these positive words just to kind of boost their morale. So all they're thinking is those positive, I must win this race. I must win this race. And imagine about 10 people, how many people running, all of them with that positive mindset. Hey, now this is where your strength will have to carry you thus far. So words are very powerful. They can heal somebody and they can actually harm somebody. It can uplift someone and it can discourage someone. Again, if you read Proverbs 18:21, it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. You can actually kill somebody with your words. Not like, literally, but yeah, maybe literally you can do that, because some people have been pumped with so much negativity, negative words, and they just go and just end it all. So words are powerful. Say death and life are in the power of the tongue. What words are your tongue spewing out? To who? To yourself, to the people around you. So this verse kind of reminds us that words we speak, they have the ability to shape someone's experience. So we have to be mindful all the time, the kind of words we say to people around us, even, to ourselves. Like I say, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. And likewise, some people, they bring themselves down. Perhaps they've just gone through a mishap or a mistake or a failure. They just go, oh, they're good for nothing. Oh, nothing good can come out. Those words are powerful. And such words is not going to edify your spirit. It's not going to lift you up. Rather, it's going to pull you down some more. And even you don't want to use such words for yourself. So a careless word can wound deeply. Oh, so deep. But a kind word can restore someone who is actually struggling. So we need to be mindful what words we say to others, what words we say to ourselves. So even small expressions such as, I believe in you. I mean, hearing that alone, it kind of brings some positivity from the inside out. Somebody is believing in you, so you don't want to disappoint them. You put in all the effort. You put in all that it requires. Imagine somebody saying, you're doing well. Oh my God, it goes a long way. Or somebody says, you know what? Don't worry, you're not alone. Oh goodness. It just have a way of kind of charging you up positively. Or somebody comes and says, you know what, keep going. I'm rooting for you. Keep going, keep going. My goodness. Remember all those people that run like 8 laps, 1,000 whatever meters. They have to go as many times. When they get into the last lap, they're so tired because they put in the energy to keep going. and then perhaps maybe a family member on that field is shouting, yes, go on, keep going, you can do it. And they just hear their voice, and this energy comes from nowhere, and they start running. That's how it is. Such words can make a significant difference in somebody's life. At the same time, imagine, it depends on you yourself. Imagine somebody's on that field, you're on your last lap, and you're so tired, and then you hear this known voice saying, oh, look at you, you're always the last, you can't even, that person can actually stop running altogether, and then they're going to miss out on winning the race. So words are powerful, words are significant, words are edifying, and words can harm people as well. So let's be mindful. Again, encouragement brings strength. It does. Encouragement renews our energy when people feel tired or discouraged, just like the example of the people running a race. The Bible reminds us that God himself encourages people. Yes, if you go to Isaiah 41 verse 10, what does it say? It says, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and yes, I will help you. Imagine hearing such words when you feel all alone, when your heart is troubled, when you need encouragement, and you just go to that word of God and you're hearing, fear not. Fear not alone is like, oh wow, whatever's causing you fear, God is saying, do not be afraid, for he is with you. He said, do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and I will help you. Those are words of encouragement. Even God encourages encouragement. It provides reassurance, during difficult seasons. And that's why when we're going through challenges, we've prayed, we've fasted. Sometimes we might have to go to the Word of God. What are God's promises for me? Because this thing seems so overwhelming. It's like I can't just get a break, And you go there and you see such words. Fear not, for I am with you. Those are words of encouragement. Those are words of God to encourage us in difficult seasons. So when people know they are supported, they feel stronger and more confident, to keep going. Life is a journey, and it brings all sort of, seasons our way. And in those tough seasons, those hard seasons, there are words of encouragement in the Bible we can read just to charge us up, to edify our spirit man, so that we don't give up on ourselves. So I'm going to talk about few biblical examples of encouragement. If you feel you're the only one going through this, oh, FunmiRoyal, you don't understand, well, it's okay, but God understands. So I'm going to go through and just so that you know that even in this, in the past as well, this world is quite old. People from the Bible, as we learned from one story or another, they've gone through their own discouraging moments, and they found, words of encouragement. Throughout the Bible, we see examples of people who encouraged others. Encouragement was not merely a kind gesture. No, it was an essential part of strengthening communities and relationships. So, one person's encouragement can change another person's path. Somebody might be struggling in what they're good at, but they're just struggling, and another person comes to, you know what, I was like this before, but you can see how successful I am. I didn't give up. Words like that can help change somebody's path, because they're on the right path, but things are tough, because it happens. All people who are successful, go ask them, they'll tell you the path they had to go through, especially the not so good ones, to get to where they are. 8:13, I see you, good evening to you. So in many situations, individuals achieved great things because someone believed in them, someone supported them. And this is what I want us to really focus on today. Let us examine ourselves, let us reflect on this. Are we the type that help people to achieve great things because of the support we give them, because of the encouragement we give them? Or are we the type that make people forget their goals, their dreams, because of the words we say to them that kind of discourages them and, make them change their course or change their path altogether, because that struggle will be greater than whatever it is they've left. So encouragement creates courage. Sometimes all someone needs is a person to say, you know what, you can do this. Thank you so much, A13, for the heart me. Thank you. All you need is just to hear that from somebody. You know what, I believe in you. You can do this, rather than the opposite. Again, encouraging one another in difficult times. This is very crucial. This is when encouragement is highly needed, mostly needed when you're going through a difficult time. So encouragement becomes even more important during challenging seasons. When people face loss, and I'm talking loss, could be loss of money, loss of life, loss of, something really that is so painful and dear to them. People need encouragement just to keep going. When people face failure, sometimes they look down on themselves, they lose confidence, they have low self-esteem and all of that, and they need encouragement just to boost their morale, to let them know you may have failed in this, but that doesn't make you a failure. Words of encouragement goes a long way. Sometimes in seasons when people face illness, sometimes just this illness, and perhaps they've gone to the hospitals, they've done all sort of tests, they can't find nothing, but they know they're poorly and they just can't place it, and they're just it can lead to anxiety and depression and insomnia and all of that. So when people face illness, they need encouragement. They need someone to help boost their morale in that challenging season. And sometimes people face disappointment. When somebody has disappointed you, you almost lose all ounce of belief in humanity, and then somebody comes along and just helps you for no reason, and you still, and kind of restores your faith in man and in God, I guess, such that, man has disappointed you, but again, man is encouraging you. So there will be a sort of balance. And again, when people face uncertainty, some people relocate with the hope of a better life, and then when they now relocate, they find out that the struggles are real, the struggles are much, and they feel so discouraged, and then they look back, it's like, can't even go back to where we're coming from, and there's no hope. It's like they can't find any hope. So people need encouragement, in such season. They need reassurance that the struggle will not last forever. Season comes, season goes. But for them in that season, they just cannot see hope. They cannot see a way out. And then they might just need some sort of encouragement. And the Bible reminds us that God restores strength. Isaiah 40:31, it says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagle," meaning you'll be lifted up in your spirit, in your person. It's very important. I always say refer to the word of God, because it kind of edifies. There's so many passages in the Bible that can help encourage you, especially when you feel discouraged. So encouragement reminds people that difficult seasons do not define their entire life, because sometimes that's how you see it. You just failed at one thing and then you tag yourself a failure for life. No, maybe somebody needs to come tell you that you just failed at this one thing does not mean you're a failure. So keep trying, keep going. And I mean, the sky is the limit, as they say, but the sky is not even just the beginning for you. It depends on your mindset. Better days are possible. Better days are possible. So find encouragement. Encourage yourself if you have to. Because sometimes, life is busy. Everybody going about their stuff, their busyness of life. You might just need to encourage yourself even. So I'm going to talk about seven ways we can encourage others, in case, you're there, you don't know the right words to say, or you don't even know how to go about encouraging this person, and you know that they need encouragement. So here are things, we can actually do. So encouragement can be expressed in many, many ways. I'm going to mention a few bit, and, when we come talking about this, perhaps we can, mention other bits as well. So ways we can encourage others: speak positive words, because they're going through a negative already. They need something positive to bring them out from that negative. So are your words positive? These are things we need to ask ourselves. You feel so much to encourage this person, but your words, oh my goodness, they're doing more harm than good. We need to be mindful. So simple affirming words can uplift someone's spirit. Let people know that you appreciate their efforts and value their presence, or value whatever it is they've done. Just be kind with your words. Positive words being used to encourage someone who is discouraged, not words that would even pull them down some more. And again, another way you can encourage other people is to listen with care. Some people, they just need that space to vent and vent and vent and vent, and you're the person, you're just there listening. You're not there to judge. Say we listen, we don't judge. That phrase is always very funny to me. We listen, we don't judge. They just need that space to vent and vent. Perhaps all the depression, all the anxiety can just be uplifted off of them, so to say. So if you want to encourage someone, listen with care. Okay, listen. Sometimes the most powerful form of encouragement is simply listening. Just simply listen to them. When people feel heard, they feel valued, and this can kind of encourage them that you actually value what they're going through, even if you don't understand it. Again, another way is offer support. And support can come in various ways. Encouragement can also be shown through practical help or acts of kindness. Small gestures often carry great meaning. You never can tell. Offer support, or you can ask them in what way you can support them so that you give them the right support. Because sometimes you might look at somebody and feel, this is what they need, I'm going to support them by that, and it's far from what they need, and you even cause more harm than good, even though your intentions are good. So sometimes you may have to ask them, how can I help you? What support do you need from me? Just plainly as it is. Ask, and they might just tell you what exactly they need in terms of the support. Again, you can pray for others. You can pray with them as well. This one, I'm throwing it in, especially for believers. Sometimes it's not what you give them, it's what you do with them or for them. Praying for someone demonstrates care and compassion. You hold their hands and just pray and believe with them. It would encourage them, obviously. Who is that person you're holding hands to pray for? They say, oh, no, I don't need that. But some can actually say that because you don't know. They've been so hurt, or whatever it is they're going through. They don't even want your prayers, So then pray for them. Whether in absentia or in their presence, pray for them. Praying for someone demonstrates care and compassion. It's true. If we listen, we don't judge. Yeah, I know it's a common phrase these days, but it's broken a lot of things, so don't let's even go there. Thank you, Leslie, for the heart me. So knowing that someone is praying for them often strengthens a person during difficult moments. Imagine, even the case of a husband and wife, or friends. Let's say friends now, because it's Monday. We're not talking marriage as such. You have a roommate, and you've shared with them, the burden in your heart. You just need some sort of encouragement. Yeah, maybe they've spoken with you during the day, and then it was time to go to bed, and then you just wanted to knock on their door to say good night, and you just hear them praying, and they're like, Father, help Leslie, whatever he's doing in that business, let it be prosperous. Lord, encourage, and they hear you praying for them. My goodness, that is going to uplift their spirit no matter how difficult moments they're going through. So praying for someone often can build strength in that person through that difficult times. So you might not have, they say, silver or gold have I none, but this one that I have, I give to you. So you might just pray for them to kind of encourage them, or pray with them to encourage them. Again, celebrate progress. This is one way to encourage someone. Encouragement includes acknowledging growth and effort, no matter how small it is. Even small achievements deserves recognition. They deserve recognition. And they're not just thinking it's a small thing, small achievement, and they're just going about, yeah, okay, I've done it. And somebody just comes and says, wow, well done. And you're wondering, it's just a little thing, but honestly, that will boost your morale. That will uplift you to want to do more. So celebrating progress motivates people to continue striving forward. So don't look down on small effort. Oh, small effort. Effort is effort, because that small effort, somebody else is struggling with it, and this person have put in that little effort. They've grown a little. Celebrate that as well, just to encourage them to keep going. And again, encouragement strengthens relationships. Okay, encouragement improves relationships in families. Sometimes you know the right family member to call when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling lonely. It builds a friendship, good friendships, and even marriage as well. Sometimes some people, I don't know, somebody said to me, say, if I need money, I know which friend to call. If I need encouragement, I know which friend to call. If I need support, I know which friend to call. Imagine surrounding yourself with positive people, and likewise you're doing same for them, not one way. So encouragement can help improve relationship in all of these spheres of life. So when people feel supported rather than criticized, they are more open, they're more confident, and they feel more secure. And that's just how it goes. So do you help people around you feel secure or insecure? Do you help build their confidence, or you help bring down their morale such that they're like, they don't want to even be around you? Are you an encourager? Like I said, we go through different seasons in the journey of life, and from time to time we will need encouragement. From time to time we need to encourage others as well. Like I said, the word of God encourages this as well, so it's not something I'm creating out of the blues. So encouragement creates an atmosphere of trust. When people feel, oh my goodness, I'm looking down on myself, but this person is believing in me, you cannot trust them, because they've sown that seed in there. They build trust with one another because they know that you always encourage them, even when they feel low, even when they don't feel confident and all. They trust you to be there to bring those right words to kind of edify them. And again, encouragement can create an atmosphere of appreciation. When you feel appreciated, you feel good, like, oh, this person value what I've done, and it kind of encourages you to even do more. So to say, Mama Africa, I see you. And again, it creates an atmosphere of emotional safety. When somebody can tell you, especially when they're vulnerable and they know they can speak with you, you encourage them. You don't judge them. You don't crucify them. You don't criticize them as such. But, you encourage them so they feel this emotional safety in the space with you. So healthy relationships grow where encouragement is present. If you're the friend that anytime I speak with you, in less than 5 minutes, I just want to hang up, because you're just taking me, oh, this is wrong, why this is that, and all of that. And you're even trying to be positive, but you just keep bringing down negativity. It's just a matter of time, because, they're not balancing stuff for you. So you will know next time, if you're feeling low, not to go to this person, because you even feel lower than you feel already. So be mindful. Becoming an encouraging person. If you're not, you can become one, because these things can be learned. So encouragement is a habit that can be developed. Maybe once upon a time, in a little way you kind of encourage people, and as you grow, you find out that people need more, and you change your habits. Try to support some more, because you need that as well at some point. So to become an encouraging person, you have to speak thoughtfully. You don't just speak anyhow, especially when you don't even understand what this person is going through, but you just want to be there for them. So speak thoughtfully, not loosely. Okay, we need to be mindful. Notice the good in others. Out of the blues, you just pick a friend or someone and just say, you know what, I've noticed this about you, and I love it, I appreciate it. They will feel good. They will feel encouraged to keep going in their goodness, so to say. And again, to become an encouraging person, offer kindness regularly, because everyone would like to be around you when you're kind to them, and you're even kind to yourself. First off, don't be kind to others and be so cruel to yourself. No, that's not what we're talking. That's not balanced at all. Be kind to yourself. When you're kind enough to yourself, you can be kind to other people. And that's why sometimes when you're not encouraging yourself, that's why you might not even know how to encourage other people as well. So practice makes perfect. What are you saying to yourself? Can you say that to somebody else and you think they will like it or it will encourage them? If you think it's not going to encourage somebody, why do you think it would encourage you? So be mindful. And again, be patient with people's struggles. You may have gone through it, similar situation in a month, and they're struggling. It's 6 months, they're still in there. Don't be like, come on, get over it. I got over it in less than a month. No, those are not thoughtful words. Mama Africa, thank you for that. See, words of encouragement. No, because we are different. The way we react to situations are different. What takes a man 1 year to achieve might take another man 5 years to achieve. But eventually, guess what? They still achieve. So be patient with people's struggles. Find those thoughtful words to encourage them, especially when you can see that they're struggling with whatever it is. So let's be mindful. You want to be an encourager. Be patient with people's struggles. Sometimes that patience with them is what they need to boost them, is what they need to, uplift their spirit. Especially in relationships, they're like, this person is so understanding. This person has been patient with me. And it kind of helps them go through that season. So when encouragement becomes part of our character, we contribute positively to the lives of those around us. Like, I'm just going to be rounding up shortly because I want us to talk more about this. Some people have heard words and they've never remained the same in a negative way, especially words coming from a dear one, a loved one. And these words just demoralizes them. These words breaks them apart. And some struggle for months, years even, to overcome such words spoken to them by their so-called loved ones. So we need to be mindful. When encouragement becomes part of our character, we contribute positively to the lives of those around us, even to our own lives as well. So I'm going to be concluding with this because, like I said, the Monday, we can finish early today, as long as we get the message. I'm going to conclude by saying this. Encouragement is one of the greatest gifts we can offer others. Sometimes it's not even cash, it be in kind. A few sincere words can lift a burden. You say a problem shared is half solved. That's if you've shared with the right person. Because not all the time is it a problem shared is half solved. So a problem shared will be double the problem because of the kind of person you have shared with. A few words can restore hope. It can restore hope and strengthen a weary heart. Outright, you can just see. You don't need a prophet to tell you. This friend is struggling. This friend is discouraged. Maybe they've tried and tried, they just keep failing. And then you now come and say, is it just only you? After all, this person did it one time, they succeeded. What is it? And oh my goodness, how is that meant to restore hope? How is that meant to strengthen a weary heart? Let's be mindful. Let's be mindful. Especially when it's a struggle that you've been through. Don't just think because, you overcame it in no time, they should overcome it in no time. No. Be kind with your words. Let your words lift that burden. Let it not burden them some more. Because it could be very dangerous. Because some people have heard words and they've never remained the same, like I said. They just living life recklessly because they feel nobody cares, so why should they care? Nobody's there to support, nobody's there to guide them, and they grow in this and they even become worse because of words spoken to them. Again, I need us to remember that people are fighting battles we cannot see. And that's why we need to be mindful with our words. You don't know my struggles, I don't know yours. But as much as it lies with one another, let your words be comforting words. And if they're not, if you can't even bring those words, do not even say anything. Maybe your presence alone might just help that person. People are fighting battles we cannot see. So let's be mindful what we say around who. Words have the power to heal or to harm. Sometimes you don't intend them to be harmful, or it just comes across harmful. And when somebody says to you, those words are harmful, that's how they've received it. Look for words to encourage them. That wasn't my intention. Or what I meant is this: kind words to heal, not to harm. Encouragement can change someone's day. Have you ever had a conversation early in the morning with someone and they say, oh, you know what, you've made my day? Or by that phone call alone, and they're like, what, this person? They pick and they talk, you laugh and say, guess what, you've just made my day. So encouragement can actually change someone's day or even their entire life. You never can tell. So let's be mindful with words. Words are powerful. Words can edify and words can destroy someone's life. Let's be mindful. The Bible reminds us continually, to build one another up. It never said, tear each other apart. So when we choose encouragement, we spread hope. And that's just the truth. We strengthen our relationships when we choose encouragement. And also we create a community where people feel supported, where people feel valued. If you go to a community and all they do is bring you down, you're not up to standard, you are not this, you will not go back there because you're not being valued, you're not being supported, you're made to feel low, like you're nothing. Why would you want to go there for them to be putting such words in you? So let us commit to being people who encourage, people who uplift the other person, and people who inspire to keep moving forward. If you inspire me to keep moving forward, I just like to be around you. But if you're the type that, when I come around you, it's like you tear me to pieces all the time, you will not see me around. That's just what it means. It's just a matter of time. And you know this because sometimes the difference between giving up and pressing on is simply one word of encouragement. So let's be mindful of words. I've heard words that make my heart sunk in so bad that, my goodness, it just threw me apart. My heart beating fast. All sorts of, body sensation going on just because of the words spoken to me. Let's be mindful. One word of encouragement might just turn somebody else's life around for good. Be that encourager. And I think that's where I'm going to end my talk today. However, just the one question today. Why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives? Why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives? Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Shine to the whole world, whole world.
God's grace, I see you.
Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Hope inside.
Thank you, A13. Gracias. I see somebody's been there. So I'm going to open the floor, open the boxes. Let's talk some more about this. Can share experiences, maybe words spoken to you really made a breakthrough for you. Words spoken to you really pulled you down and you struggled to get back on your feet. Because these are things that happen. Someone trying to discourage you, someone trying to encourage you. It's very, very crucial. When people are going through that downtime season, that is the time they need encouragement the most. Is that the time we're pouring in those positive words? Or is that the time we're pouring words that makes them even feel miserable? So we need to be mindful. I think somebody has been... Oh, Lala, how are you? I can see you've been there. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, I decided to cut this short today. Lala, how are you?
Great. How are you, my former friend?
Yeah, former friend, really? That's not encouraging words. Ah, you abandoned me on the streets of TikTok, I couldn't find you anywhere until you surfaced just now.
We honor God. By the grace of God, I'm here today.
Okay, thank God for that. How have you been?
Great, I've been great.
Great, great. Good to have you here today. I see you, at least you've been there for a while. So, what say you? Why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives? And it might not be, I don't know, but let's talk about these things. Oh, there's a call. Lala, are you still there? Okay, I think the call. Thank you, God's grace. I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening or for joining in, rather. I don't know what this thing is. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. Send an invite. Let's talk some more about this. Lala, are you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you. I think a call came in or something. Ah, it's gone again. Or could it be?
Having
Okay.
challenges.
We didn't hear anything. You haven't said anything to us.
Okay. First of all, I think it's a divine call that you should know how to speak seasons.
Okay.
Look at Isaiah, is it 54? 50 verses 4, it talks about the Lord has given me the tongue of the learned so that I know how to speak in seasons.
True.
Well, I want to give a small story for 1 minute,
Go on, please.
if you mind.
Yeah, I think your network is a bit poorly.
It's poorly, but kindly bear with me.
Okay, all right.
One day, a very young animal called cheetah went out to hunt in a savanna.
Okay.
And of course, it was the first time it went for hunting. So it was looking for a potential prey that particular day.
Yeah.
Cheetah happens to meet an hyena also in the wilderness, in the savannah.
Okay.
And hyena asks cheetah that, what are you doing? Cheetah proudly says, I'm hunting, I'm coming to hunt. And hyena was like, you, with no experience, tiny as you are, I doubt if you're going to come out with anything today. The cheetah felt discouraged, felt so low. Cheetah wandered around, and that day it is said it left the savannah without anything, very discouraged. It was very demoralized and eventually went home without a prey.
Oh dear, the network is really.
The next morning, cheetah again comes back, very hungry this time around. The following day came trying. So he reached the savannah, was wandering around, hoping this time it may get successful. And it meets another animal, a very wise baboon. And the baboon asked cheetah, cheetah, what are you looking for? Cheetah was like, I'm coming to hunt. So this baboon said, with your speed. And
oh dear.
sorry about that. So the baboon said, with your speed and strength, I believe any time from now you're gonna get what to eat. This time around, cheetah felt encouraged, felt an internal bubble from inside, and within no minute it got what to eat. And I'm wondering, did cheetah come in the second day very strong? No. It was the word of reassurance from the baboon that inspired cheetah to do much better this time around. Yeah. So as human beings,
Oh.
sorry. So just like cheetah, the word we speak reaching. Conversely, if you keep listening to negative words,
Mm,
you pour a lot of cold water.
true.
Fortunate enough that you have people around you that encourage you, that inspire you. Sky cannot be a limit. Thank you so much. That was my brief story.
Oh, thank you so much. Amazing. I mean, for it to have that such effect on the animal, how much more we human that we think, we process things, and then we bring, an outcome. So when positive word go in, it cannot reaffirms, and then we keep going. And when negative word comes in, it just pulls us down. You don't feel like keep going. So that's just how it is. Thank you so much for your story, Lala. Despite the network fluctuations, thank you so much. Leslie, good evening. How are you today? Happy Monday. Welcome. Let me see. Are you there, Leslie? Blessed Imana, I see you. You have to unmute, or perhaps you're running now to catch up with your phone. Leslie, can you speak now, or do you want me to move on to the next person? Okay.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry,
How are you?
I'm just doing chores. Good evening. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you're good.
yes. Encouragement. I mean, even this our TikTok community here is an encouragement to us. It helps us with our lives, helps us to do certain things. It helps us to keep motivated, but also give us instruction to stay, with all the communication we get from one another, on the panel, the talk, they're all encouragement. But I would say, I think you mentioned David. David encouraged himself, when he was faced with a major challenge. You get to the point where not some people, you might not have anybody to encourage you. And the best person to encourage you is still the Lord God Almighty, our Creator. There's nothing like going into the God's presence. You might not have anything to say. You can just even be crying in your heart, and the Lord can hear that cry and encourage you through your pain.
Yeah.
Through your difficulty, because he knows us in a way that no one else can know us. And we can be open to receiving that encouragement from God. And oftentimes that encouragement that we receive from God end up becoming the very thing we use to help other people from time, later on in the future. So encouragement is very important for us as believers. It's important but for the human, just for being a human being, we deal with difficulties, challenges. We need encouragement to help us.
We do.
Because this life can be very difficult, can be very tough. It doesn't matter what you do, you will meet challenges at different levels.
Definitely, yes.
If it's not money, it's health. If it's not health, it's something. Just something you're going to.
There's always something. There's always something.
Education.
Yeah.
Struggle, addiction, something. Even social media addiction. You need encouragement to not be hooked onto social media. So, you need to, there's no human being that's perfect out there. There's no, except Jesus. There's no human being that's perfect out there. The human beings who have overcome, they've overcome challenges, but there's no human being that is perfect out there. So we can be encouraged. And also, it's good. Another way of encouraging ourselves is good to read up people who maybe there's something you want to do in your life. I don't know. Maybe like you want to maybe be a good teacher, or you want to have a good career in something. Read up about people who did that similar thing, and you can see that you probably see that they went through some struggle to achieve that thing.
Yeah.
but they actually succeeded in the end. It will encourage you. It will encourage you, you know.
Yeah.
Like you're an author, you know, you've written at least a couple of books. Those books will encourage somebody. If there's anything that will inspire you to help you to do so. I remember when I first came to the UK, I'll use this as a personal story. And just because of the way my relationship, my father had broken down by that time, he refused to support and finance us. So my first year was very tough in the UK. And but I thank God for I thank God for the word of God. I had a Bible that was given to me from some missionaries, and I remember just a few, maybe if I didn't even have money, I had to go and buy a coat the day I arrived in the UK because I arrived in January. It was very cold, and I had to go and buy a coat the next day. And I didn't know where we were going to, but I remember that when I used to live here in the UK in the 80s, I went to school here, primary and my first year in secondary school. I remember I used to love going to the library. I just loved going to the library outside of playing sports. So I remember praying one night. The Holy Spirit told me, "Look, why don't you go and read about He was telling me there was a particular thing I wanted you to do, and he told me to go and start reading about all these people who had become very good in their craft. So it was 3 areas: media, business, and media, business, and technology. Those are the 3 areas I wanted to actually delve into. And at this time there was no financial support, but I started. I would go to the library, different libraries. And there's one particular one in central London. I can't remember what it's called. Barbican Library, but the Barbican. And I would just be there from morning to night, and I would just be reading about these guys. And that thing encouraged me like nothing. I'd come out, and this like lasted for a few months.
Wow.
And there was one particular one that I read that there was two. So one was about Mel Gibson, and the other one was a guy, I can't remember his name. It was Oscar Mitch. It was one of the first black filmmakers in America.
Okay.
And then there was one an athlete, one of the first female black athletes to compete in the Winter Olympics. And just the story of her. And I remember those three very well because those were the three that now gave me the encouragement that, you know what, even though it's difficult now, if I persevere, I am going to be able to do that business that will involve those careers that I want to go into. And to the glory of God, within a couple of years, I did my first business in this country. And it was from that period of going to the library, just reading about these people that really, there was lots of people, but those are the three that really came out the strongest, you know. And that was because the Holy Spirit told me, just go to the library and start reading about people that, you know, they're in the similar field you want to go into, and just read about them, just read how they succeeded. And yes, you know, so we don't need to wait for the crowd. You don't need to wait for the whole world. You can start with yourself, between you and the Lord, and then there are certain people that will come along that journey to start supporting you. And there's one particular person in a church that I joined that actually, he was the person that got us into my first youth college, got my first place to live. He was the person that got us, but it started from that library. And those, I don't know today how this person, and I'm in touch with that family till today.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm still in touch with that same family. So it's, you know, God will bring people along, but you can start with yourself. That's what I mean.
Okay.
You can start with yourself. Don't pity party yourself. Don't, yeah, you know, if you have to grieve, but at some point begin to encourage yourself. The Bible said David encouraged himself in the Lord. You can start with that, and you'll be shocked when people will start coming along your side and supporting you. And I've actually had that financially. I've had that materially. I've had that spiritually. People pray. I've had that time and time again. And as you rightfully said, you too also encourage people though. Don't just be only receiving.
Exactly.
Also don't just be this person can give me money. You to give. You to help somebody else from time to time. You know, don't just be the only one that's taking. Be a giver. There are people that are going to become lifelong people that will help you. Invest in them as well. Support them too. Don't just be don't just be a one-sided thing. Invest in them, you know. And I tell you, you'll be very pleased and grateful to God. But encouragement is a great thing. When you have people that encourage you, it's something wonderful. But I believe you have to start with yourself and let God, and then no one is going to beat God when it comes to encouragement. God can encourage you in ways that, boy, I don't even know. There's one, I don't think I have time, but there was one time I was going through something so bad. And I was thinking, God, I need the help. And God told me, do you want to buy Porsche Cayenne? I don't even want to go there, but it just blew my mind. I'm like, God, I'm talking about this. And God said, do you want to buy Porsche Cayenne? And how he used that to just bring me out of that situation. I haven't bought the Porsche Cayenne, don't worry. But since then, I don't want to buy it anymore now. But that statement. Oh, no. I will never forget. It was 2005. Wow. And I was worried. And he told me, do you want to buy Porsche Cayenne? And I tell you, nobody can encourage like God. Nobody. No one can come close. So if you want to get encouragement, go to God first. He's your creator. And he knows the very thing that can make you tick. He knows the very thing that can bring you out of the doldrums. He knows the very thing that can bring you out of whatever you're going through. God knows how to do it more than anybody, perfectly. But he also will lead you to people that can help you. He will also lead you to people that will help you with counsel and all that stuff. But he knows what to get you started. Yeah. I hope that helps someone. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, it just reminded me of some years ago when, early days of relocation, a lot was just going on. I remembered, in fact, even my husband could not even console me. I don't know what happened. Something just shifted. I was so discouraged that I was so, my goodness, I have time. When I look back now, I just laugh. But I remembered it was like almost a breakdown, to be honest with you. But something kept echoing. Was it Elohim or El Shaddai? One of them word. And I didn't know that word was what was going to break me out from that season, from that space. It was so, I can't begin to describe. It was so bad. Words could not come out to pray. You know, being encouraged, I wasn't even hearing, like, what on earth is this person talking about? It was like that. It was so bad. And then, you know, it was my first time I think I experienced when they say somebody's groaning instead of praying because words could not come out. But that word kept ringing in my spirit. It was Elohim. I think it was Elohim. It was just ringing in my spirit. I'm like, why? Until I decided to just go online. I think I put it in there, all the meanings of Elo, you know, and I started reading, and it would refer me to some Bible passages. I started reading, and it was like something was being lifted gradually. So I concur with that. God is the best encourager. And that thing lasted for almost 6 months. But by the time I came out of it, it was like I was in chains and those words broke me loose. So I can testify to that as well. Because sometimes, like I said, people are busy with life. What if even the person that's supposed to support you, encourage you, is busy with their own lives and they're not paying attention to God directing them to you? So at some point, find that word of God. Go to God. Let God encourage you, because any other thing will be extra, so to say. Well, I believe strongly in that, and it's worked for me numerous times. So thank you for reminding us about that. When you feel, oh, this person is not saying the right word, that person is not saying the right word, this person, men will disappoint, you know, and men would, you know, encourage as well. But sometimes it takes a while to get to that person that will really encourage you. So go to God. That's his job. He said, fear not, I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I will strengthen you. I will help you. That's his word. So his words are, oh my goodness, they've broken a lot of chains in my life. So thank you, Leslie, for that. I'm going to come to Mama Africa. Mama Africa, that song comes to mind. Mother Africa, show your children the way. Something like lie. Try to show the direction. Do you know that song?
No, I don't.
Mama Africa. I can't remember. It's been a very old song like that.
You have a nice voice. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. And yourself?
I'm good, thank God. Is this your first time here?
Yes, this is my first time
Oh,
here.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, I was just going on my phone and I saw you and I heard it was your voice I heard. So I just thought, oh, let me just stay around and see what's going on. And yeah, we are talking about a very, very important topic today.
Thank you. And thank you for
Encouragement.
stopping by as well. Thank you for
That's
coming to
okay.
this community.
Thank you for
Great to
having me
have you.
here.
You're welcome.
Yes, so encouragement.
Yeah.
So I've heard other people talk about encouragement and stories about how you've been encouraged in life and how you overcame whatever struggles people were going through. So I suppose that if you are a human being in this life and you have got to the age of knowledge, everybody has gone through challenges and difficulties that they can look back on and tell a story about. I have many in my life, so many as somebody growing up, as a married woman, as a mother, and as a career person, as a business owner. So there have been so many challenges. But the most profound one is when so I'm a mother of four, and I'm also a grandmother as well. So I came to UK to live in the UK when I was in my 20s, and I came and met my husband here, and we got married, and we had children. And coming from Nigeria, from a family where, from a big family where you had all the people surrounding you, so many different people, uncles, aunties, cousins, all sorts of people surrounding you and helping you every step of the way, right from primary school to secondary school to getting to university, getting a job. All you have to do is tell your uncle or your auntie or somebody, and somebody will help you. Anyway, so getting here, it was like we're so isolated,
Oh,
and
goodness.
yes, there was no one to call on. We were all in the same category. It was like this was I was one of the first waves of Nigerians to come here. So we jackpot a long time ago. So so it was like there was no network, there was no help, there was no support. So the fear was the who are here, we had to like come together and try to encourage one another because we were far away from home. It was cold, it was getting dark at 3 p.m. and
Wow.
it was hard to find jobs. We didn't have childcare. Um, it was like we were not wanted here. So it was a very trying time, and I think that was the most trying time of my life. Myself and my husband were very young. We didn't even know what we were doing. So it wasn't like, oh, there's a difficulty. Let's go to uncle or let's go to auntie or let's go to grandma or let's go to granddad. They will sort it out for us. There was nobody like that. You couldn't even make phone calls because there were no phones in Nigeria and there back in the days. Like you had to book a phone call to your parents. Like, can you go to number 15 or 344 Street
Yeah.
away, the big person's house?
Hi,
And then they
Shannon.
will, yeah,
Yeah, go on. I'm just
yeah.
greeting people coming in. Yeah.
All right, okay. So that's where they would go and like take the phone call. You will have given them a week's notice. So there was no direct communication. So it was very, very challenging, very challenging. So so for many years I was like I didn't even know what depression was then, but I think I was very depressed. Many people were depressed. We didn't know what to do. Sometimes we'll cry, sometimes we'll laugh, we'll come together, we can encourage each other. We'll go to church, go and pray. We did so many of the different things. But for me, I remember that my discouragement, and it was like, why did I even come here? If I'd known that this country would be like this, well, I would have come. No, I wouldn't. So it was like you jumped into fire. Like why did God send us here? Why are we here? Why are we suffering so much? Why this? Why that? So mine went on for a very, very long time. I was going to church, but the church didn't shift that feeling. The feeling went on for a long time. So eventually I had to encourage myself. So, so it wasn't the church sermons or what the pastor was saying in the church that made me come out of my depression. It was me just encouraging myself, like telling myself that this has to stop. Nobody's going to come and help me. I have to help myself. I have to sort myself out. Otherwise, I will not be here for my children to take care of them. So this is how I began to talk to myself that so when I start feeling discouragement, I would talk to myself and say to myself, no, you have to come out of this. This is not what God has put you in this world for. God, you're blessed and highly favored. You can do it. You are smart, you're intelligent, you did this, you did that before. Some other people too have done it, so you too can do it, that kind of thing. So that is how gradually I came out of my discouragement. So it wasn't like a friend came to talk to me, or I went to church, or somebody said to me, no. So it was just me by myself. I had to start quiet times with myself. And then it was at this time I focused on the story of Job.
Okay.
So Job, I don't know whether you know the story of Job.
Of course, yes. He lost
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Other people here, yeah. So Job was one of God's favorites in a way. And there was a kind of challenge between God and Satan about, like, Job was trying to show off that Job is my servant, he has faith in me, and so on and so forth. And then during the test, God said Satan should go and test Job, and that Job would still follow him no matter what. But Job fell. He lost all his children, he lost his wealth, he lost so many things, and Job was very discouraged. But in the midst of his discouragement, after communicating with God, so when you are discouraged, it's good to like have these conversations with God. Like, God, why am I here? Why is this happening to me? What can I do? So that's kind of environment Job was in. And then he spoke to God, and God told him that I am the creator of the world. I'm the one who made you. It is my will that will be done. I will not, whatever, what if I don't want something to happen to you, it will not happen to you. You understand? So I am in charge of whatever is going on in your life, and if you can acknowledge me and have faith in me, you'll be okay. So eventually God, Job now realized that yes, God is the creator. God does not have anything bad that he has planned for him. And Job was able to reinstate himself. Yeah. So that story of Job is very, very important to me, and I use it to encourage other people. I use my life story to encourage people that sometimes, because people, as you said, people go through lots of things and it's not written on anybody's forehead. Some people might need encouragement from others. Some people can encourage themselves. Some people can encourage themselves by reading books, just like the other gentleman said. He went to the library. Some people might be encouraged by songs. Some people might be encouraged by their loved ones. Some people might be encouraged by their children.
You know, as you're talking, Mama Africa, what words came from Job's wife? You remember?
Right now I cannot.
When she said, "Curse God and die."
Yeah.
Is that word of encouragement?
Yeah, yeah. She said curse word. God, curse God and die. That's not.
Can you imagine? And she's supposed to be the closest person to Job
Yeah,
to
so
encourage him.
Yeah,
But,
so she
you know, so yeah.
So the words that we speak, that's why they say that we're in the Yoruba culture, they say words are like eggs. Once they're broken, you can't put them together again. So we have to be mindful of how we talk to other people to encourage them. And even if people do not look discouraged, we should just try our best and say nice, kind words to people. We should also remember that God's promises are real and they're true. So like the one you said, that God says, fear not, I'm with you, do not be dismayed from your God, and all those kind of things. Yes. And God says so many times, he says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. He says it so many times. Do not be afraid. So whatever we're going through now, we just know it's only for a season, and that the dawn comes after a dark night all the time. When it's night, the sun will come up. So whatever we're going through now, whatever dark tunnel we're in, or we're feeling like we're drowning, whatever the problem is, we should encourage ourselves and others around us, especially our loved ones, that don't worry, this is only for a season. Everything's going to turn. Everything's going to turn around for your good, because the Bible also says, for I know the plans I have for you. Yeah, and that's what God said. He said plans to good you, give you a good future and a hope. Yes, and a hope, a better hope for. And Bible also tells us that goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life. So we just have to have faith in God and know that whatever we're going through is only for a season. But so for some people it might be longer than this. Like one of my friends has, her daughter passed away. I've spoken to her, given her words of encouragement, but And sometimes, you don't know how long that is going to last for. So you just have to be continuous, and you never give up. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on other people. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution and submission. Thank you. Wow. Mama Africa. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining this community tonight. Yes, it's solid. Now we're having a theme from this topic that the best encouragement should actually come from you, from God to you, or from you to yourself. Because sometimes people are around you, they're so blind to what you're going through, they can't see because it's not written on your forehead. So they might not even know the right words to say. And Job's wife, the example you gave, Job's wife who was in there, I mean, this is the husband, Job, and her children. And she knows how much, I'm sure, Job holds God in high esteem. How can she say, curse God and die? How is that meant to encourage him? So sometimes even the closest people to you might not even understand what you're going through. So we need to be mindful. How do we encourage ourselves? It's very important, because before you even open your mouth to say to someone, you know what you're going through, and you know at least what you need. And if it's not forthcoming, find that thing for yourself, such that you overcome whatever discouragement it is. Thank you so much once again, Mama Africa, for your submissions. I'm going to come to God's Grace channel. God's Grace, good evening.
Hello. Good
How are
evening,
you?
everyone, wherever you are connected from. Family, good evening. How are we all doing today?
We are good. We thank God. And you?
We are doing great by the special grace of God, and I want to really commend this. I was just scrolling by. I normally scroll by each time you maybe you're on live, but at times I just scroll in and just I saw this word catches the heart, encouragement, and I decided to just switch in.
Thank
At
you.
times, TikTok is like a marketplace where you can just go in, get where you want to get your things, and then you can also go out. Yes, of course, everyone have said different ways of encouragement and disencouragement. I will first of all permit me, everyone, if you will allow me to just, sing a short song to carry you along, to let you know that actually in everything we do, there's an encouragement. I love some of Mercy Shiwe's music, and I love the lyrics. There's a one that really catches my heart at times when I'm in the distress. When I sing that, I get my power, I get my energy back. I mean, even though I don't sing it exactly how she normally, sing it, yes, I bring it out in my own way. He said, when I remember the goodness of God, my imaginations has come to fulfillment. Oh my God, oh, you do this one, you will do it again. I decided to put it in my own way to encourage myself and to thank God for what he's been doing or what he has done for each and every one. I believe God has done a lot of things for each and every one here. So let us go straight to the reason why we are here, which we are all talking about encouragement. You see, the word encouragement is a very vast word, can be, explained in different form and in different manner. Everyone have experienced in one way or in the other what encouragement really talks about. So now, you first and foremost, Philippians 4 verse 13, he said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, meaning he has abolished discouragement. I used to take that word, that word alone itself has dismissed the word discouragement. So we should not give our thought, our mindset to words of discouragement. Yeah, everyone falls in and out at times. You can fall in that discouragement. Now, I want to speak about myself at times where I have found challenges of discouragement. Everyone has areas where you have found your discouragement. It could be in your business area, your business setup, your work, your life activities, the family as well, through the children, in every way round. It talks about encouragement and encouragement, discouragement. So let us not confuse ourselves. So I want to tell you that I was, once discouraged about, my business. I'm also, I'm a cake designer as well, but that is not my real profession. It's just a hustle by the past way hustle that I do at times. So when I started this particular work, I was not taught on how to do it. God just gave me the inspiration. And through the inspiration, I carried it out with no discouragement. I encourage myself. The Bible said, Daniel encouraged himself of the Lord. So I decided to encourage myself, even though people discourage me. You know how people discourage me? Now, let me tell you, at times, some people want to do some cake work because they need a free cake for me to do. They bring it to me. I will just pick it up. I will do it freely with my heart, with my thought, with my knowledge, everything. I will just do it freely. Now, it turns around. There's a what goes around, turn around. In that turn around that I was now using it to make a living in some particular area, in some, time. No one, prays in life that things go wrong as you are going on as a new wife, then to years back, as a new mother, as a new wife, you don't just expect roses all the time. So when I started this, when I was doing this, doing that free will, giving out to people, yes, giving out to people free will, some people turn around against me. They turn around against me when it now comes for me to start collecting the money. People turn around. I was discouraged. I was very, very discouraged. Now someone will come and say, okay, please do this cake for me. Oh, please just help me. I have no money. Okay, I will do it. When it out comes, I say, okay, this cake I did for you last year. This year, I was not going to give it freely. Now things has increased. Guess me what, family? People will come and tell you, you are not so good in that work. You are not specialized. Your cake is not looking so beautiful. Can you see that? That's the worst nightmare. After, I later told God, so God, put me through. I can no longer, deal with such a situation. I went through on my own, go to some, I took some books. Do you know at times I just wake up midnight. I begin to draw cake. I begin to design cake. Inspiration. I begin to put it in space. That is how I, came out from that discouragement that people wanted to discourage me. And the last but not the least word, also, when I came to United Kingdom, the same thing happened. The set of people I made free cake for, when I came just to make my advert, then I'm getting better on it. Very, very much better. Came around in the other years, now seeing the other world of the cake, here is challenging. Yes, when it comes to, such a thing, it's a bit challenging. They came around again, the same thing happened. Now, that same people that rejected me then is now coming for me and say, please, can you do this cake for me? Okay. I will tell them this is the money. Okay. Never mind, we will pay. Can you see that? So what I'm trying to say here is, never give up in anything we are doing. Let us concentrate. Don't allow people to push you around. Stand by your feet and know what you are doing. You see that as we know that, you have strengthened yourself in the Lord. You have strengthened yourself to your family. Even your children can discourage you, guys. Do not permit it. So let us stand firm. Encourage one another in anything one is doing. You see, we are just on live here. If you don't have money to encourage people, please tap to encourage people. Like the video, put your like there, and that also is an encouragement, because let us not go far, let us not beat around the bush. What we are doing here now, teaching this word as FunmiRoyal is teaching us, trying to bring everyone together, it's an encouragement already. So what do? Maybe you don't have money to support. Tap. When you tap, you are encouraging her. And as we do, coming together to share one, thing or the other. And I think it's okay. God bless everyone. And I hope everyone enjoy, this bits of this explanation. Let us work our hearts together and love people. Give to people what you have. Thank you. God bless you, everyone.
Amen. And you too. Thank you so much for your submission. Thank you. I feel so encouraged already. Because sometimes, you never can tell. Like I say, certain things is not written on the forehead. So it just tells you to those people listening on the FYP, it's not only going through a phase of discouragement. I mean, everyone that has spoken already, they've shared their own personal experience. And the joy for me is the strength in knowing when to encourage yourself, because you're waiting for people. You might wait for so long, and you just have to take the horn by its bull and encourage yourself. And you find out that it's a lot better because you will say those kind words to yourself to get yourself out of there. If you have to pray for yourself in that space. If you have to listen to the songs, in fact, for me, it was so bad, Mama Africa. It was so bad. God's grace, it was so bad that I'm a worshiper. I could not worship. That was the level of discouragement. My voice, my voice was gone. I could not open my mouth. Even to pray, it was hard. It was so hard, and imagine my husband holding me and praying for me, and I'm looking at him. What is he talking about? Like, it was a very strange, very discouraging moment for me. But the word of God, that word, and eventually it broke whatever it was for me. So it's always good to know that, yeah, you need patience. Be patient with yourself. It's a if it's a loss of a loved one, people grieve differently. Don't Some people tell you, for me it took me 6 months, I got over that, but yours might be a year, going 2 years. Be gracious to yourself. Go through it. As long as you're not there forever, that's the most important thing. They say when there's life, there is hope. Whatever it is that is discouraging you right now, know that, I think Leslie said it, everybody have said it so far, it's a season. And guess what? Season come, season go. I'm sharing my one of many. That was years. That was probably 14, 15 years ago. And looking back now, I'll be like, were you so silly? What was all that about? But it was a phase, and I had to go through it. And I came out stronger on the other side. Never again. Even if I found myself there, I will remember that experience and know that God's words, will always be there. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you and hope to see you again here on Insight. Please follow one another. Let's follow one another. And as you're in the box, the most thing you can do is, like she said, keep tapping. Because sometimes what we don't tap is like we're not active, and TikTok might just throw us out. And we don't want that, really. So thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to come to Elder Kenneth. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Os, and good evening, everyone on board and those of comment section.
You're welcome,
Os,
sir.
thank you once again for bringing another interesting and wonderful topic, encouragement.
Thank God.
In this life that we are living, people will discourage you. People will encourage you. You might get encouraged from people you don't even know. You might get discouraged from even the ones that you love most, like your family members. Because I'm always talking from experience. I'm not talking from what I've not seen. I always talk of what I've seen in life. In life, people that have discouraged me most is mostly my family member. People that I love, people that I put trust on so much. But people that have encouraged me are people that I don't even know.
No, you're not related
And
to.
I am not related to them. And thank God, the first person that I will mention is the one that I call my heartbeat, the one that I did not even know from Adam. But God said, this is your bones of your bone and your flesh of your flesh.
Wow.
That is the first person I will put in my life that have encouraged me, that I did not even believe, because my life is a testimony. Every day I said it. I was that boy that nobody want to associate with. I was that boy that nobody believed that I would be what I am today. But by the help of God and the help of my wife and my Italian mother, those are the two people I will say that in life that have encouraged me. There was a time that my life, I don't even know what I'm doing. Smoking, drinking, anything you can measure then, or it's in me. But this woman keep encouraging me. You can stop this thing. You started it one day, but God can help you to end it one day. I never believe. Well, even when she will see me with it, she will just laugh. Say, one day I know that you're going to stop it. You're going to stop all this habit. I said, this woman, you don't know where I'm coming for, you know. But thank God today, for the past how many years now, thank God today. So when you bring this topic, I just laugh and say, oh, this is this word of encouragement. No. There's somebody that I need to appreciate. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate her today, which is my
On
wife.
your behalf.
Yeah, and my Italian
I hope
mother,
she's
because
listening.
they've done a lot for me. And the other one is the Italian woman that I never know from anywhere that make me to become what I am today. Make me to know that education is the key. And with education, you can do more better. This woman, I don't know this woman. I was just in Italy as a young boy, struggling for life to look for a better future. And every time I go to her, I say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just believe that I'm here, but I'm not seeing any future. She say, no, you have a good future, don't worry. She registered me in school, this language school. She started teaching me language, and she started encouraging me that I see a bright star, I see a bright future in you, you know. And this is message I don't know for anywhere. That's why I call her my Italian mother tomorrow, because she make me to understand life, and she make me to become what I am today in life. That is why I say the people that have discouraged me most is more, even the ones that I call family members. The people that have encouraged me more in life are the people that I never knew from Adam. So if you are thinking, or if you are expecting that the people that you know that will be the one to encourage you, they won't be the one to encourage you. Because in this life that we are living, everybody is looking for a better path for their life, not you. Because if you think they're going to help you, they will just say, oh, don't worry, we help you. At the time that you think that they're going to encourage you in life, they'll say, oh, see this one. You don't know that everybody is fighting for their own self. So that is why I use that word, that encouragement will not come from those that you know. It will not come from those that you are putting up on, but God will use somebody that you don't even know to encourage. And God will not come down from heaven to encourage. He must send somebody that He will send to help you and to encourage you out of every situation. So everyone that is going in any situation right now, know that God is watching you, and God is preparing somebody that will help you to encourage you out of that situation. Because in every situation or in life, God must surely use somebody. He can use evil animals. We see it in the Bible. He can use anybody to bring you out of that situation and to brighten you to that place and that thing that you want you to be here on earth. But one thing I know, you need to encourage yourself, which everybody have saying it. There is a time that you need to sit yourself down and begin to ask yourself, is it what I want, or is it what I want to do? You must start with yourself. Before God will come in, you must see that something in you that you have decided to change, and you have decided to encourage yourself. Because if you don't make that move, God will not send that helper to help you, to encourage you, until you start to make that move. Before God will not send somebody to make you, to encourage you and to take you out of that situation. So everyone that is ongoing anything right now, know that God is there, and God is going to send somebody to help you. We thank you, host, and we appreciate you, and we pray that the Almighty God continue to strengthen you and give you more wisdom and more knowledge. Thank you. This is my submission. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that. Amazing. And I mean, I love the fact that you said some words of encouragement, even words of praises regarding your wife. It's good to always appreciate, a little gratitude here, a little appreciation there goes a long way. So thank you so much for publicly acknowledging and appreciating your wife. Maybe if I download this, if I remember, I'll cut that bit and send it to you somehow, so that you can, and show that to your wife, like, look, We're proud of you for all the words of encouragement, for your support, for standing strong on your behalf. So all of us in this community inside, we say thank you to me, Mama Kenneth. I don't know how to call her now, but thank you so much for being there, encouraging our elder to be the man he is today. We thank God for your life, and thank you, sir, for your submission as well. Shan, good evening. How are you? I'm not sure whether Shan came in first or Susan, because I know the boxes were kind of empty, in a funny way.
Susan, I think. I found Susan here.
Okay, so let me go to Susan so she doesn't wait too long. Yeah, okay. Lady Susan. Okay, we're having ladies now. Lady Susan, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I thought I was the last person to come in.
No. The box has been empty in and out, so I just keep bringing people. I've lost the flow, so to say. Yeah.
Wow.
So, good evening. How are you?
Everybody. I'm fine,
Thank you for my gift. Thank you.
Are you using it?
I can't on my I can't on my phone because it kept flipping it to the other side. I tried, but so I have to get another phone to use it.
To be using
Yeah.
But I'm
Thank
using
you.
it on my phone anyway. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe because you're not the one hosting, so it won't affect. Yeah. Thank you.
I've hosted and I used it, so probably
I don't
So
know.
maybe I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do it.
I tried it. It kept flipping it back and forth, so I just said let me leave it.
It's all right. Good evening, everybody. Don't mind us. We have something that we're talking about. I hope everybody had a lovely Monday, lovely weekend, lovely. Oh, encouragement. I came in very late. In fact, I think I came in at 9 o'clock. So I met Elder Leslie talking.
Okay. So let me just maybe recap a bit. So we're talking about encouragement, why it is important. Are you a good encourager yourself, apart from expecting people to encourage you? And we talked about how powerful words are. Words heard that are positive can uplift you. The same words not positive, which is negative, can discourage you. Exactly. So the question now is, why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives, whether self-encouragement or people encouragement, whichever? Why do you think it's important? And then if you have maybe life experiences you want to share, how you were encouraged or discouraged, so that people will know that they're not in this boat alone.
Okay, thank you very much for that recap. Encouragement. Why do you think it's important?
Good evening.
It is very important in life because I believe a tree does not make a forest. So we need people around. Like people will say, it takes a village to bring up a child. So it is for anybody. Even though you're grown up, it takes a village to nurture you. And encouragement is really, really important. In as much or in as well that we know encouragement is important, discouragement is also important, because there are some discouraging words that will push you. Yeah, this one talk like this, you know what?
Yeah, that's true.
I will change this testimony. Anybody that said they've not been discouraged in life, you are lying. And if you say you've not been encouraged in life, you are lying as well. So it's both ways. I remember I heard God's favorite, Mama Africa, great. She was talking about when they came. I was just laughing. I said, "Welcome to our world." Because I remember when, in fact, my own life is that's the best I can give, because even when you talk about other people, we know the Bible where David said he encouraged himself in the Lord. Anytime David is down, you soul, why are you discouraged? You'll be talking to himself. It gets to a point that as an adult, You'll be having meeting with you, yourself, and you on the road.
Yeah.
And people will think something is gone wrong, but you know what? You're having a meeting, you're having a discussion. I got used to that because when I'm talking and people are like, "What are you mumbling now?" I said, "I'm having a meeting." Ah, with who? I said, "Me, myself, and
You say, are you
I."
okay?
As in are you okay? I said, "I'm okay." I said, "Don't worry." Because my mom used to do that when I meet her, she's talking. I said, "Mommy, what's happened?" He said, "Me and God get banter." I said, "You and God, wait here." He said, "Though you will not understand." He promised that he's our Ebenezer. He has not done this yet. I said, okay. Oh, now that banter, no worry. And then when we were growing up, she taught us more of Joseph's lifestyle. So how Joseph became the prime minister. He said, "You're the Joseph of your time." So when I came to this country, it wasn't Josephine at all. Male, this word,
Are you serious?
was like, Male, come on, this word, you better tell this your God. You say we are the Joseph of our time. Things are tough here. It's not Josephine at all. Don't worry. Read Genesis. He's your Ebenezer. He's your helper. It's okay. But with all that, the word of God, know it for yourself. Know Jesus for yourself as well. Not just the Jesus your parents taught you. You need to know him for yourself. Because it gets to a point in life where the Jesus or the God that you were being taught might not come true. And then you start questioning who this Jesus is. But if you know him for yourself, even when you question him, you will find answer. Now, I was in the movie industry in Nigeria, in Nollywood. We're growing. I used to go to Enugu to hustle, to get roles. And because we speak good English, they take us more than the Igbo people. They say, "How come you these Port Harcourt girls, you guys, you speak well and all that?" They'll give us good roles and they'll give these Igbo people waka pass and all that. So I just got a message, "You are going to London." How? Just like that. You need to do your passport, you are going to London. I was discouraged. I was like, no, that I've never sat down to think that I was traveling. No, 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 no. I've never thought of it. Fine, we watch American movies. Well, like, we have that dream of, Black American guy. You write the kind of man you want, but I've never dreamt of meeting the guy in abroad. I've never thought of it. So, life went on, and I got my visa to come. I begged my uncle. I said, "Please borrow me money, or okay, help me with transport to this country." He said, "You sure say you go come back?" I said, I said, "Don't worry, I go, I go come back." He said, "Give me your phone, I will buy it." I said, I said, "So you have money to buy my phone? You don't have money to give me?" I said, "Well, no problem." That thing weighed me down. I said, "So where will I get money?" He said, "Do what your other fellow girls they do. Use what you have to get what you want."
Wow.
I said,
Wow.
so, there's some words that come to you, you now sit down and say, okay. That's why I said discouragement is good. So it was those words that really, I worked on it. I said, okay, God, I used to have this pen pal friend. We dated online for over 2 years. I've never seen him.
Wow.
He was in Abuja, I was in Port Harcourt. So he was always sending me money. If I asked him for anything, he would send to me because we had the same middle name.
Oh.
So that was just what he liked. And then when he heard my voice, he was like, wow, this. So I now went to the cafe. Then it's not now that you can just sit in your house and be calling. Like,
Of
so I
course.
went to
Back
internet.
in
I went to internet, sent him a message. I said, see this, so I beg if you borrow me money. When I come London, I will pay you back, you know. I was waiting for response. He did not answer. So on my way back, a car, pom pom. In your wildest dream, you never, if you hoot on me, I will never stop. But you know, I heard something that says stop. I stopped. I looked. I don't like light skinned guys. So this guy is light skinned. I said, I beg you. So, sir, where you guys say my house is just, I said, let me drop you. I said, for what? This is my house. There's no point dropping me. So he now followed me to know where I was living. Do you know the next day he came to my house, he was looking for me. And me, once a guy come like that, then no, you know, in Nigeria, I'm like, okay, I need to tax you. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to take my tooth off. He gave me 10K.
Wow.
I said, okay. I now told him I'm coming to UK. I need transport. This guy paid my transport to the UK.
Wow.
Till tomorrow, he has not seen my laps. We have the hugging is, hey, you don't come. You know, that kind of friendly hugging. That was it. Till tomorrow, he's begging for me to be his second wife. I said, for what now? So, but that's how close. You know, God used him. And when I came in, I made sure I bought a lot of things and sent it to him and his wife. She sold it. I said, don't pay me for the kindness you did, you know. Sometimes encouragement will always need a reward. But what most of us fail to do is to reward people that have encouraged us in life. Because, you know, there's one thing to be nice and there's another thing to be kind to people. I was watching something that Pastor Jerry said this morning. He introduced the woman who paid his school fees from SS1 to through university. I say, you know what? Kindness. You know, if all guardians were this kind, you know, many of them would have received a good reward. But most people that were our guardians, you know, they used us. Fine, they used the, oh, you watched it, thank you. So at least I have a witness where two or three, you know. So that's it. So, you know, I really felt it that the way he rewarded the woman, I said, may his God bless her. Sometimes it's not just physical reward, but at least she's one of the pastors in his church. Do you want to tell me that he will not reward her for her kindness and the family? He said this woman was kind. And the way he stressed that kindness, it now took me back. Normally when I watch things like that, I don't comment, but I had to comment. I said, if guidance were this kind, you know, our generation would have been a better one. Because most of us that stayed with our uncles, our aunties, they were not nice to us. And and he said, because you don't know where your reward will come from. He said, don't look down on any person. So I'm sure in life, your words of encouragement, it might not be a big deal, but to some people, I remember when I was staying with my auntie, you know, she was always calling me a prostitute, a prostitute. And that word kept ringing in my head. And I made sure I was never a prostitute. You know, that word gave me who I want to be. It built my future. And then when she's insulting, she will insult my dad. If not for your useless dad, I'm like, okay, because of that, I'll make sure I don't marry a useless man. So, you know, if you can take discouraging words and turn it around, you will have a better tomorrow. But you see some people, when they are discouraged, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm stressed. They will not use that one as a sickness upon themselves and say, I was abused. So what? You were abused, so move on. Move on. Because if you are never discouraged, if down to your siblings, they will discourage you now. People around, friends, they would discourage. And I was telling somebody today, I say, you know what? I said, look at the health industry. We have more Asians. They are now the directors, the doctors, because they help themselves. But you see, we blacks, any business that we don't show our fellow blacks because The motive that we go into such business is competition. We don't go there. We don't go there to, to help ourselves. We go there to compete. I better pass my neighbor, which is so, so wrong. And when you see such, how do you now encourage? Somebody was telling me, oh, you know what, when she went to school, her friend was encouraging her, you will make it, you will make it. She became a nurse. She and that her friend, they've parted ways.
Wow.
Because she's not happy that she made it through. He said, but she's been the one encouraging me since. So, what, it's just like Job's wife. Encourage God and die. Seriously? The closest person to you will betray you. So encouragement does not come from the best people around. They come from people that you least expected. Coming to this country, hustling alone as a young girl. I came in my 20s. The one that discouraged me more, this is my mother's younger sister, and when your parents tell you the story, how they grew up, you're like, wow, this is us. We grew up together, bond.
Wow.
And then I came into this country. This woman want to turn me to house girl. It was when I got another job. That's when Wahala started. I'm like, but this woman should be happy that extra income is coming, But because I did not have that time to be taking the children to school and all that, it was Wahala. And when you look at those things, it pains me to my bone marrow. I'm like, how can? Because of that, you are now competing with a girl that you cleaned her poo. Why should you? You should be happy. We pray that our children should be better than us. So must I come from your loins to be better than you? It's not as if I'm even better than you. So you see how big the sky is. You've never seen the birds collide. But we human beings, we like to collide. We're like competing. You want to do this, you want to do that. So even when people are encouraging, not all parent praise, well, the family I came from, that was our prayer every day. Shall be better than your children's children. No, that is our own kind of lifestyle. So to me, if any parent feels that they will be better than their own children, then you're cutting your children's life short. Gone are the days when people say, don't worry, that child will look for me. Look for you. Who are you? Are you a Denuga? I will not look for you, or you will look for me, because I will be better than you. Then you will look for me. Words of encouragement are very good, but then the best encourager is you. Encourage yourself. Don't sit down and wait for people to always encourage you. Some people are just they are just sadists. They'll just sit down and be like, what happened? The whole world is against me. Are you the only one? The whole world is against us, but we all have to stand up. Why are you sitting down feeling like you're the only one that has bills? We all have bills. But some people just feel like, I need somebody to encourage me. You don't need anybody. Encourage yourself. Use David as a lifestyle, as an example. Look at Joseph. Even with his talk, you dream, say, people are bowing down. He went to tell his family. They are the ones that betrayed him. I'm sure Simeon will be like, so me, bow down. Who are you? Who are you? I'll make sure I never bow down. That's why they sold him. And at the end, they still bow down to him. So sometimes the people that you think are encouraging you, they just came to hear your story, to use that story against you, or to kill that destiny of yours. You come, you tell them, my children is this, my son, and they'll be, they will be talking trash behind you. So it's not everybody's encouragement that you need. Encourage yourself. If you cannot, play music. The day my auntie told me, leave my house, it was music that encouraged me. Sometimes I'll enter the bus, I won't wail, but tears is running down from my eyes, because I know what my mother went through for that girl. My mother refused to go to university because of her younger ones. Now because you're here, you think you can call immigration for her daughter. I say, wow, wow. And then somebody I helped, if you see the lady, when she came to my house, she wasn't standing straight. She had this fibroid operation. There was no place to go. They had evicted them, she and her son. I said, okay, stay in my house. During that COVID, she was just misbehaving. Before she even started her misbehaving, she came to my dream as a dog and was barking. And you know me, I can be quiet though, but when you want to show yourself, I will tell you, I can be a lamb, but I'm also a lion. When she came to my dream, I was barking. I just did, "Roar." I said, oh, you are just a dog, a toothless bulldog like you. I'm from the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Don't try me.
Hallelujah.
Do you know, in the morning when she woke up, she was just looking at me. She was just speaking Yoruba. I say, so, oh, you think you want to come and do nonsense in my dream? I said, in my real life, in dream, don't dare me. Don't dare me. And then she did that. You know, this girl called counsel against me to come, that I'm renting the room out. She wanted them to come and take the key. And when they called me, I told her I was not renting, I was only helping her. She said, you need to be careful who you are nice to. Say, because it's not everybody that means well. Said her aim was just to come, to call us so that we'll come and take the key from you, that you are renting the place. I said, I'm not renting. They said they will come and check to know. I said, any day, come and check. And this is our own people. And then when you see that we don't help again, you now be wondering, these London people, now so now they behave. You don't know what has conspired. You don't know. So it's not everybody's encouragement that you need. They might, some will take you far, some will not take you anywhere. Some are just there to know your business, and then they will use it and outside. I hope in this encouragement period, let's encourage ourselves. We are here. You, like they say, oh, tap, like. God will just help us. So, because it is not easy. It's not easy, but encourage yourself. You are the best. You are your best encourager. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susan. I mean, my heart is fully encouraged right now, and I want to bet people listening as well are encouraged one way or another. We all have stories to tell, but sometimes we tend to forget this act of humanity, and this is one thing God has told us to do, encouraging one another. It's very important. You know, no man is an island. No matter what, you might have been discouraged by men, and then men will still come and encourage you. So it kind of balances out. But above all, what are you doing for yourself to start with? Are you encouraging yourself, or are you pulling yourself down? Because it's one thing, I mean, life alone has its own ways of pulling you down. So how much more you two doing that to yourself? So you really have to be mindful. Words, I say again, words are powerful. Words you say to yourself, especially at discouraging times, is very, very crucial, because it can just mess you up if you're not careful. Let's even forget other people now saying words or whatever. You yourself, what words are you using to encourage yourself? Are you saying you're good for nothing? Are you saying you're a failure because of this one thing you failed? Are you saying, oh, low self-esteem? Some will come and throw pity party. Hey, I don't like pity parties. Oh, please, don't get me started on that. But thank you, Susan, for sharing. I mean, you've taken it abroad, home, everywhere, just so that people can understand that they're not going through this alone. People have been there. Tomorrow, discouragement might still come. Tomorrow, encouragement will come. But let's be mindful that what we are giving to other people is encouragement and not discouragement. You know, I always say, I don't know why we envy one another. Your path in life is not my path, and your purpose in life is not my purpose. So everybody face your lane. Why would I be jealous of the next person? I cannot run their race. Thank you so much for the heart me. I can't run anyone's race. Nobody can run my race. So using that energy, all these resources, being jealous of you're wasting your life. You're just wasting your life. So encourage yourself, leave them to their lane and face your own lane. and God helping all of us so we can achieve and be okay eventually. Shell, I'll come to you because you actually dropped off when I was going to call you. Good evening, and how are you? Welcome back. I wasn't sure whether you were going to come back because I
Even I
didn't
wasn't sure I was going to come back.
I didn't read anything that you were even going. I said maybe it dropped you, so I tried to look for
No,
you, but you weren't there. But thank you for coming back.
I had another call
Oh, okay.
and I was able to finish the call on time. And I thought, well, let me make sure that I register today.
Yay, 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 yay. You see, that way you have encouraged me as well because I was wondering, I wanted to hear your submission. So this is the time for you. Let's hear your word. Why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives?
Because no man is an island. We all need each other and we all need to support each other. And I loved what Madam Susan said earlier, which I'm just going to add to, which is, I don't know what it is about us blacks that we don't support each other as much as other cultures.
That's
You
the
know,
end. I see.
you look at you see a Chinese man or an Indian man move into a street, and in about 6 months, that entire street is filled with a lot of Chinese people or a lot of Indian people. But us blacks, at least from my experience, we can't even support each other's businesses. We'd rather do business with another person from another culture than our friend that we know does that same business. And I think it is one of the things that is actually holding us back. Our sense of community.
The crab mentality.
Yeah, crabs in a bucket. We're perpetually in competition with each other. I feel we always want to show off against each other. Look at me, secretly I'm better than you. And it shows in so many things. It shows in so many things. We really need to address it. I don't know how we're going to address it, but we should encourage each other. We should patronize each other. We should support each other for so many reasons. I think that's my take on encouragement for us as Black people.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to encourage themselves as well, but it's very, very difficult in the world we live in today. I remember when I was young, a stranger will encourage you. You can do something as small as, I don't know, inter-house sports. Maybe you come fourth and a random stranger will tell you, you ran a good race. These days we don't encourage ourselves the way we used to, I feel. It's up to your parents to encourage you, and I think it's something that we need to bring back because everybody's fighting their own demons. Everybody's fighting their own personal trials and tribulations. And you'll be surprised what a simple, what you did today was very, very nice can do to somebody's day. I remember going to a family get together and the lady never met the lady before. And the spread she did was beautiful and the food was nice. And I told the lady, madam, this your thing is very, very good. Oh, we really enjoyed the food. And you should see the way her face lit up. It was as if I'd given her like £1 million.
I know. That's how powerful words can be.
Yeah, the way her face just lit up, it was as if somebody recognized me. Somebody acknowledged what and the energy I put into this, into this work. And I think everybody needs it, I think, we should actually even make a note to try and say something nice to somebody every day. Imagine if everybody did that every day. It'll go a long way. It would. No matter how little. It's not all the time you need to give people money. But just little words of encouragement. Because I think deep down, everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be valued. Everybody wants to be appreciated. Yes, you have people that will say, I don't need anybody. I am self-sufficient. But deep down, I think everybody wants to be seen. And I don't think we will actually ever outgrow it. I think, yes, the older we get, the better we get at managing it, especially when it doesn't come. But I still think that we all need it. And because we all need it, we should make a conscious effort of at least encouraging somebody every day.
Indeed.
So I think those are just my two contributions. Everybody said everything. It's been nice listening to everybody's take, but I think that's just my little bit.
All right. Thank you, Sheon. Thank you. Yeah. Encouragement. The one I got from Susan, even discouragement, because I remembered as a young person to growing up, when she hits that discouragement, I said, wow, I didn't see it that way. Because somebody is saying negative to your life as a young person. And I was so determined that I will prove this person wrong. I will never be this thing. I would never. So I guarded myself any ounce of or any sight of that negativity. I fought it with all of me and I was able to overcome. So sometimes but it depends on the person really. Because some people might, like for example, the one Susan gave, you be a prostitute and then that person will go all out and become a prostitute. So it depends on the person and their mindset as well, whoever has contributed to them growing up, because the mindset really matters. Some hear negative words, they turn it to positive in their lives. Some hear negative words and they go for that negative, they make that negative like a reality for them. So it's very important that we find a way to positively encourage ourselves and people around us. Appreciating one another goes a long way. It does. So Sheon has given us a task every day. Make sure you say one kind word to somebody. It could be a stranger, it could be a random person, and it could be a loved one. It could be, something nice about them. And see, even you feel good. You will feel encouraged yourself, that you put a smile on somebody's face. It would encourage you yourself. Thank you, Sheon, for sharing as well. So I'm going to come to, some people have dropped off again. Debbie Shan, I don't know, Debbie Shan. Please go for it. They're the next person, one of you. Like I said, I've lost. It's Shan. Okay, Shan, good evening. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We really appreciate your presence here.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good
I hope
evening.
you all are well.
Yeah, we are good. I want to speak on behalf of everyone. Thank God for life. Yeah. How are you? How is home as well?
Home, by home you mean here in the Middle East?
Where you are, yes. Yeah.
I would say it's a bit calm, though it's a normal thing, but it's not that intense compared to the week that ended.
Okay.
But also there's possibility of it getting intense, but we were still waiting for the response from the big power because the country got a new leader and it's not what the big power wanted, so we don't know what is going to happen. But for
People
now,
are praying. Yeah.
there's been some, reduction in the bombs and the rest. So
Thank God for preservation of life. Yeah. It's good to have you, honestly. Thank God for you. So yeah, we want to hear your submission tonight. We've been talking about encouragement, why it's important in people's lives. What do you think?
a lot has been said by everybody, of which I related to a lot of them. And there are other aspects that I didn't know were actually a point of encouragement, especially the discouragement part of it. But upon listening to Susan, I think she dropped, she overly emphasized it, and then I realized, and when I recalled back to those moments when I needed encouragement and I didn't have it, and then I thought to myself that, oh, okay, I was being discouraged, but I also kind of responded to it in a positive way, and to me it encouraged me. So what I would say is that encouragement is really important, and I always relay the aspect of self-solace, as I commented here. Especially in this era, however much, yes, we need people, but times are changing that one has to have the personal strength within him or herself to carry on with life besides other people. I just don't know what is changing, but someone mentioned here that the sense of community is really dropping each and every time, whereby people are shielding themselves in gates. Whatever is happening in people's homes, no one knows. So it's always between you and your family and your children. Sometimes some people don't even want to involve communities, other communities, and other communities could even be the immediates, the relatives.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some people, even the parents, they don't want to involve parents in their
It's
lives,
true. It's true. Yeah.
siblings, and all that. So it makes it hard for those kind of people in times where they need someone or some people to be for them to get that apart from themselves. I'm not saying that I would really advise that, but if you put yourself in that situation, that means you have to find a way of giving yourself support, solace, and all that, because you've chosen to be away from other people. Yeah, but there are also some people who are just forced to provide solace to themselves, like to provide any kind of support, emotional, mental, financial, in whatever way to themselves, because probably they don't even have people. They can't easily access people who can give them that. But also because maybe because of their past experiences, they were disappointed by people that they thought they would push them positively, as one of us mentioned here, that do not trust every words of encouragement from every people. If you're not careful, some of them, you might think they're encouraging you, but they're indirectly discouraging you. Yeah, but just to share my personal experience, and again, as I mentioned, some of us are forced to just be there for ourselves because we didn't have anybody. I remember when I was growing, I didn't grow up with my mother. I think all my childhood I've been living under roofs of different people, and some of them were not even related to me. Might be related by distance, but as we mentioned here, that not everybody is going to treat you like theirs, or which is even normal. And it's hard for some people to treat someone who is not related to them normally compared to their own. So I was forced to be in a position to speak to myself about, I think, if I'm to think of the times that I really shared my personal problems with someone, I can't say more than one or two people. I usually just think within myself, and tell myself, you know what, it is going to be okay. You can do it. At times, I even tell myself that, okay, I think you'll fail to do this. But I think even telling you, people usually say that you need to speak positive words. But again, sometimes speaking reality to yourself. I'm not saying that you should always speak negatively to yourself, but I think there are some aspects of reality you need to say to yourself to encourage you to work on that. Like, for example, you have a weakness, but you want to just seal it off and tell yourself, you know what, I am not bad at this. I'm good at this. Even when you know that you're bad at it, tell yourself that, you know what, okay, I am bad at this, but what else can I do to make sure that I become good at this become a better aspect about me or about my life. So and I've been in such positions a lot to the point that I just speak to myself. But again, words of discouragement can't be taken easily by just anybody. It can be a point of destruction if you're not careful with it. A lot of times people have told us, you know what, you cannot make it, you're like this, you're a drunkard, and then if you're not wise, you might even tell yourself that, okay, I think I'm like this, I think I'm not just good at this, I think I should just leave this, I think I am not them, and I will never be like them, I will never be like this. And that is where it becomes disastrous. But if you stand to your word and tell yourself that, okay, they have said it, but is that what I think of myself? Is that really what I am? You try to like speak positivity to your life, like to overshadow that negative things they're telling you, or maybe kind of discouraging words they're telling you to like to step on what they're saying. And that's what I've been experiencing personally. It's been rough, and I thought every time I grow it would get better, but it gets worse as you age. As you age. I think one time I shared here about my experience of losing loved ones, and plus other personal related experiences. Especially, I wouldn't say I don't have people. I wouldn't say I don't have people. When it comes to yes, I have. Though I have only one parent, of which we don't relate that much, and the fact that I grew up not really so close to other relatives, I don't even think of them advising me. And if sometimes even if they advise me or they encourage me, I don't really take it that much, because to me, like, okay, you've not been there. And surprisingly, some of them have been discouraging me before, but now that they've seen that something good is coming out of me, they are encouraging me. That's why I mentioned that you need to be very careful of who is telling you those encouraging words and the points of encouragement, because a lot of them will be directed towards your destruction of what you've achieved and gotten. So just to like summarize, I've been my biggest supporter, my biggest encourager, with chip-ins of people. Actually, I can say that there is power from someone who is not related to you encouraging you. I've been in platforms and encountered people that from nowhere they tell me something that I didn't even expect about myself. And this comes from, again, encouraging other people. As long as we want people to encourage us, let us also be there for people, for others, as all of us have made. I think even being there for others is itself a point of encouragement for you, because it's through interacting with other people that you're going to even encourage yourself more. There are times, someone one time came to me with a problem and shared with me. So as I was talking to the person, encouraging the person, indirectly I found myself encouraging myself, and that's something that I had not even thought of about me. So I think we need to really be there for each other. Sion mentioned here that each and every day at least try to say something nice about someone, because people are going through problems. Sometimes even just a solution is you telling them, you know what, it is okay, you can do it, it's going to be well. And I think the most point of encouragement is not even anything material related. Speaking words to
Those
someone.
words, powerful words.
Words are very, very powerful. It speaks into someone's mind, heart, and all that, because it makes them feel like, okay, they see me, they relate with what I'm going through. It really, really helps, and that's what has been, supporting me. But again, lately, I think faith has helped me a lot. When I joined, someone mentioned here that speaking to God about anything and referring to the biblical teaching. I like reading the book of Esther. The book of Esther, like every time it encourages me a lot. Every time I want to just speak to God, I go to the book of Esther and I tell God that, you know what, I'm going to make it. This is going to be okay. I'm going to I know you're there for me. So those are just my points of encouragement. I speak to myself a lot, but if I'm to share to people, I would share only to God, and then maybe the second person, and I don't just share anyhow. But when it comes to encouraging other people, I think that's something that I've also developed. I commented here, and David told me that it's also good, to relate with others, and that is something that I'm really working on, because I feel I don't only have to look for words of encouragement. I also have to be a point of encouragement, for other people. Yeah.
Thank you, Shan. It's very important. Words, you don't want people to speak to your life. Do not speak it to other people's lives, because it matters a lot. As you're needing encouragement, find someone to also encourage as well. Thank you, Shan, for sharing. I really appreciate your submissions as well. So So I'm going to come to Debbie Gazem. Gung. Good evening, Debbie. I see all the comments going there. I refuse to comment, or I comment my reserve, or reserve my comments, whichever one. Good evening, Debbie. Happy Monday to you.
Don't harm the English, oh.
I comment my reserve.
You were too serious, so we need to encourage you.
Who was so serious? Me?
Yeah, you were looking too serious. Do you have an exam?
No, maybe it's something she was saying. You know, when something hits home that you haven't really been conscious about. That's why I always say I'm here to learn. I'm not here to dish out anything. I'm here to learn, to charge us, because there's some things you would have gone through, like the one Susan spoke about, really touched something in me as well. So my expression tells you that something is going on in my head as well. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm here. Don't worry. I hope you're good.
I'm good by the grace of God. Good evening, everybody. Happy New Week. We are talking about encouragement. Everybody has spoken. What else
Encourage
are
us.
we supposed to say?
Encourage us.
Oh yeah. What's the topic? Even me, I need that. All of
Why
you
do you
just
think?
drop your
Why do you
bastard and your
think?
pin.
So why do you think encouragement is important? Is important in people's lives? Oh yeah, sing to encourage us. Oh yeah, sing for us.
I should sing to encourage you. Drop a
Yes.
lion.
Lion God, goat me. I have a special number to ask you to sing for us. It's a
Encourage me too.
popular common song. That song, you don't have
What's
to
it?
worry. That one, you don't have
You
to be
don't have to
afraid.
worry and
Thank
don't
you.
you
Mila
be
Papa.
afraid.
Uh-huh.
Joy comes in the morning, troubles they don't last again. But there's a friend in Jesus who will wipe your tears away. And if your heart is broken, just lift your voice and say, I need a
Yes.
backup, Jare. I know
Oh
that
yeah,
I
now.
can make it. I
Uh-huh.
know that I can stand. No
No
matter
matter
what
what
may
may
come my
come my
way,
way,
my
my
life is
life is
in
in your
your
hands.
hands.
Whoa.
They are not paying us, so don't sing another one. Oh, they are not paying us.
Look at
In
you.
this life,
I've encouraged you now. Did you not see the hey
on this life,
Debbie?
hey.
Anyways, let's hear your submission. At least thank you for encouraging us. We appreciate that. And to all the backups, thank you all so much. So yeah, let's hear you. Why do you think encouragement
What
is
did you say the question
important?
was?
Why do you think encouragement is important in people's lives? Yes, we were too serious.
Encouragement. Why do I think it's important?
Yeah.
I believe it keeps us going.
Okay.
It keeps us going in every areas. See, while everybody was talking, yeah, I'm here reflecting, and I'm like, yes, it's true. It's good that you can encourage yourself. But let me tell you something. There's a reason the Bible said you should not forsake the meeting of the whatever, the
Assembling of
brethren.
brethren, yeah.
And by the brethren, I don't mean your church members now. He said, is anyone sick amongst you? Let them pray. He now said, you should call the elders. That means no matter what you are going through in this life, you need somebody. Even the most strongest person needs somebody.
Yeah.
Even our Lord Jesus Christ needs somebody. When he was carrying the cross, he needed somebody to carry the cross to Golgotha. Even Jesus Christ needed somebody. So, and I'm here, I'm just like, If Jesus Christ can need somebody, Debbie, who are you that you don't need somebody?
True.
If Jesus Christ can be hailed, Hail Hosanna, and the same people that hailed him Hosanna can say, crucify him, Debbie, who are you that they will not do it
Crucify
for
you.
you? So I get the fact that in most cases, for everybody that, for a lot of people, in most cases, the people that discourage you more, the people that say negative things to you more, are mostly the people you believe you needed, and those are people you didn't even choose. Life chose them for you.
Yeah. Yep. True.
They are supposed to be your first pillar of support. They are supposed to be your first encourager, your first cheerleader, and
Yeah.
all that, but they chose not to. I am sorry on their behalf. In case you've not healed, I am sorry on their behalf. Please try and heal. The Almighty God will console you. But
Amen.
try and build your own family. Try and build your own family. The Bible says there is a friend that stays closer than a brother. There are some family you choose on the street of life
Yeah.
that are very, 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 very dear for you, even more than your so-called blood-related family.
Yeah. True.
So please try and build the community. Don't build the community when you are going through. You might not be able to see through it.
True.
You might not be able to see if they are really there for you or not. Because the fact that you pick them when you are going through does not mean they are really, really genuine. Pick them when you can both see each other for who you are. That does not mean they cannot leave you. That's why you have to
Or
leave space for
discourage
human
you.
being.
Yeah.
That does not mean they will always be there. That's why you have to leave space for human being. But I know there is no how, when they did not use black soap to wash your head, that you will gather 4 people. I'm sorry, Mr. Leslie, maybe you need to add to the prayers. There is no how you will gather 4 people in your life and one person will not stay with you. No matter how bad of a human being you are. Even devil, Satan, he have people. Even devil, the Satan that we are saying cast and bind, he have people. He still have people that up till today, up till now, that are still choosing that's who they want to follow. So no matter how bad you are, there will always be one person. You just need to open your heart for that. And when it comes to encouragement, let's face the encouragement now. To be honest, it takes spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, empathy, compassion,
Yeah.
to be able to be in a place where you encourage somebody that is going through, which a lot of people don't have. And I'm sorry to say this, a lot of so-called Christian don't have it. I get the Mr. Show, may God bless you. You see that angle of we black people that you came from. God will bless you, because that angle, yeah, we've been battling about it for a long time.
Yeah.
We hate each other, to be honest. We don't like each other.
Wow,
And
it's a
that,
common word.
I'm not joking, my lady. We don't like each other. We don't. There might be few of us that we are cordial, but we don't. It's more or less like we are. I don't know if it's just competition or something. It's like we don't need to. I don't need to know you to not like you. That's what it is.
Yeah, I get you.
It's more or less like if even if as a business person, it's more or less like I can only support you. I can only be your person. I can only be your friend if you are lower than me.
Wow.
Yes, that's That's one thing that is common in our community, but I don't want to go there. Mr. Shen, I've already it's that part.
Yeah, we've gone there. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
talking about we that we call ourselves children of God here.
Yeah.
Our own is even it's even more than the one that is in the world. We preach it. We pray it. In fact, we read it in the Bible, but we don't follow it. We don't follow it. And that's not that is where I'm always shocked that. So what are we praying about? You see some, and I'm not even surprised if Jesus on this the Samaritan story Jesus told in the Bible.
Yeah.
It's more or less the same thing. So when you come, that's why a lot of people, when they are going through, they tend to keep to themselves.
Praying with bitterness.
They tend to deal with it alone. And dealing with it alone is not easy. A lot of people drift into depression while they are trying to deal with it alone, while they are being careful because they don't know who they want to talk to, who they can open to, because the person you think you are talking to can be the enemy of your enemy that present themselves as your friend.
Yeah.
So I get where everybody are coming from. Like, encourage yourself. It's good to encourage yourself. It's very beautiful to encourage yourself. I learned to do that myself. But at the same time, I've learned to build my own people. In the course of building, have I gotten the ones that abandoned me in the journey of my brokenness? Of course.
Yeah, part of it.
But in that, I still got the ones that stayed. My behavior is not even that good. I have very bad character, but they still manage me like that. What I'm saying is, as much as we should learn to encourage ourselves as individuals, learn to build a community of positive-minded people. Emotionally matured people. It's not by age, Emotional maturity is not by age. Spiritual maturity is not by age. Something happened some years ago. A young girl, her mom passed.
That's true. That's it. Yeah.
Her mom passed. Then, so we now have a program. Her mom used to be the head of that program before she passed. But life goes on. Life moves on. They now have the program. I think the next year or 2 years after, the girl came. And when they were honoring the mother, she went behind the hall and she was crying. I didn't even know what was happening. I was just doing something, then I saw her. When I stood there with her, I wasn't saying anything. When she looked up and saw me, I said, "No, have your moment. It's fine." And then what shocked me is the fact that there are some adults that came to that scene and they started saying things. To be honest, if not because of Jesus Christ and the Christ that is in me, I felt like giving them uppercuts. There are some moments of encouragement that all you need to do is just be present. Don't utter anything. Oh God, Mr. Leslie is praying for me. Zip your mouth. It's not about your voice at that moment. It's not like the person just decide that they want to be emotional, they want to pour it out. Leave them.
Yeah.
Be there. Just be present there. The only reason you are present there is so that you don't know, maybe so that they don't hurt themselves or something. But sometimes just keep quiet and let them do their crying, let them do their wailing. Be there. Give them water after they finish. Put them to bed, let them sleep. You did more than saying anything. I hate the fact when people, especially when people lost their loved ones, and you're saying, you will get over it. Don't worry. Even me, when shut up. I don't want to talk. We are not talking about when you lost your own. We understand that, but at that moment, that is not your moment. That's about that person. Also, or a woman had a miscarriage, or somebody lost their business. You want to encourage them and say, even me. When this,
thank you.
No, that is not it. It's not about you at that moment. It's not about you. It's about that person.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have anything to say, just be there. You're saying, I know how you feel. You don't know how that person feels. You are not the one feeling the pain. You are not the one feeling the pain. See, okay, as close as me and Adasa, the day they called me, my dad passed. Wallahi, she don't even know what to say. She only played music. She just played worship. No, it's because Mr. Leslie don't. I'm sorry. She only played because when I received the call, when I received the call, I was on the machine. She only took me away from the machine and played music. Funny enough, if I go to the toilet, Adasa is following me. That's how I
can imagine. Wow.
She didn't say me. Then she called another friend that's lost her dad before. She said, okay, maybe you will know what to say. Even when that one came, that one just come and she even brought drink. Do you understand? Nobody's and that moment, I love that moment for it. I don't want to hear, I understand God is faithful, but I'm not saying I'm questioning God's faithfulness. But at that moment, the situation is questioning God's faithfulness. The situation is not telling me God is faithful. I'm not saying I don't know God is faithful, but the reality of that situation is not saying the same thing. So that's why I said we Christians, we need to learn to pray, to be spiritually mature when we want to encourage people.
Yeah.
I get that, God is good, God is faithful, God is kind. But this person just lost pregnancy. They've waited on God for a long time. They now had miscarriage. You now say God is faithful. Shut up. We know that God is faithful, but the reality is not saying the same thing. Sorry, Mr. Leslie, keep praying for me. I will try to be respectful now. Their reality and what you are preaching is not the same thing. All you need to do at that moment is be there. Quietly. Be there quietly. Rub their back, give them water, give them tissue. But just be there. Sometimes some people don't even want music. Don't play the music. Make sure the place is warm for them to sit and that. Let there be food if they want, just in case they want to eat. But please, in all you do, use zip to zip your mouth. They don't need that at that moment. I'm sorry, Mr. Ness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They don't need that at that moment.
You're meant to be praying instead of drinking, you sure you know?
Or somebody said they lost their business or they lost money. We understand that you want to preach the gospel, but that is not the right time. That is not the right time. I believe when it comes to encouraging people, you just need to understand the season and the time. Your presence alone can be enough. Your presence alone can be enough, and your presence is actually doing a lot for their mental health. You saying something while you are trying to encourage them, you can even to encourage them with your words, you can say something wrong.
Yeah.
And may you not meet somebody that is aggressive when they are grieving. May you not miss. I've seen somebody that is aggressive when they are grieving. They are trying to encourage him. I think is it like he lost his wife or he lost his child after they waited that many times? He almost broke the pastor's head. And to be honest, my dad said to the man that it's you that your head is not correct. Are you supposed to be preaching in that moment? Are you not supposed to be praying for him in spirit? And we can't blame the person. That person is grieving. We can encourage each other with our presence, yes, with our words sometimes, but just know the timing, the right timing. Some words can be nice, can be good, can be encouraging, but it comes at the wrong timing, and when it comes, it can be taken in a wrong way. It can get to the wrong part of that person's brain, and you'll be surprised that the person you are trying to help
It's fighting you back.
Yes, because it's not the right, their heart, their soul is not opened yet for that. But you can encourage them in your prayers, your presence. Yes, you can do that. If it's a financial problem they have, if you know you cannot help them financially, just be praying for them. Give them food if you can. Give them water if you can. Be there for them as much as you can. But even if you have to say something, know the right time to say it. Now, let me go to when people come to you for advice. When, let's say, they want to do something, they now need you to maybe encourage them. You need to ask them what they need to do. Or are you saying it to me just for me to listen? Are you saying it for me to tell you what you want to hear? You want me to tell you the truth? No, so that you will not say something that at the end of the day you end up being blamed. Do you understand? Encouragement is beautiful. Okay, as a person, I encourage myself, but at the same time, I need people to encourage me. That's why I said sometimes we can encourage ourselves, but you still need that little support from others. That's why the word of God is always there. Even in the Bible, I think somebody said it earlier. There's 365 places where God said, "Do not fear, do not fear, do not fear." He said it in different dimensions. Fear not, be not afraid. Oh, do not fear, fear not, be not. He said it in different ways. That's because he knows as human that can happen. Situations can happen that can lead to us having the spirit of fear. That's why he encourages us. He encourages us in different ways. So when you want to encourage people as a Christian, you should by yourself. He said, we do not have a high priest who cannot be touched by the feelings of our infirmities. Which means if God can feel what we are going through, you should understand it as a human as well, because we have the nature of Christ in us. We have the nature of God in us. You should understand what That see,
you,
okay,
Sean.
there are some people that are grieving. You think God is not in that place where they are grieving? When they are blasting God. God is there, but he's their father. He's their father. Shan, the way you are tapping, be careful, that your phone will not burst.
I'm like, should I? I'm trying to even mute both, but thank you so much. Thank you, Shan.
God is their father. He understands that they are grieving, and he's still there to wrap them with his hand. So, but you that you want to feel that you know the Bible, you are righteous, please don't do it. It can lead to even pushing those people into a deeper version of the grief. Because whatever you are saying, they are not hearing it. They are not. It's not getting anywhere. And for us to be able to encourage ourselves individually, please try to find something that works for you. Some of us is through hymns, worship songs. Don't read the Bible to me when I'm going through. Don't try it. When I'm going through, don't try it. I know God is faithful. I know God is kind. I know God is beautiful. Don't try it with me. There are some of us like that. But hymns, worship, it works. It's still the word of God.
Yeah.
It's still the word of God. So know what works for you. Know what works for you. Be careful not to grieve into depression. That's the thing. When you need to do something and it's not working, be encouraged in Christ, in God. That the fact that it's not working does not mean it cannot work if you try it again.
Yeah.
That the fact that it's not working does not mean God is not there. It's just that the season, the time. He said all things are working for our good.
Yes.
He said, beloved, count it all joy when you go through any tribulation, knowing that the glory at the end of it. It might not be easy. Your parents, your close person, your family might have said something negative to you, or they might even be going against you while you are growing in your journey. But let me tell you, God got you. God, he got you. You just hold him. Hold him very well. Hold him very well. And surround yourself with positive minded people. Hey, I put it positive minded people.
Capital letter. Positive.
Positive mind. I'm not saying just anybody. If their life is not going in the direction you are looking at for your life, please leave them respectfully. Leave them. They will draw you back. If they cannot tell you the truth and you cannot tell them the truth in love, leave them respectfully. May God be with us all. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Debbie.
Sorry, Mr. Leslie, you can drink water now.
You know, as you're talking, I remember that song. I don't know, it's a popular song. Very few lines. You know, you're praying for others, encouraging others, and maybe the times you need encouragement, nothing is coming. You don't even know if anybody's even praying for you. A time will come, you will go to God and sing that song. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Not my brother, not my sister, but it's me, oh Lord. You will sing that song and go before God and cry to God. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Whichever way you can encourage yourself. If you want to lie down and cry to God, you know, sometimes you have to just encourage yourself, honestly. There's only so much. And then sometimes some people are there to encourage you. It's just at the back of what Debbie has said. For a season. And if you cannot identify that and you want them to be there forever, and then they turn to be the one discouraging you, I will blame you, because you should have discernment of spirit to know that just about this time, I think this person's work might be done. Maybe it's even time for you to be encouraging them, because they might be needing encouragement. So it's a two-way thing, really. You're being encouraged, you're encouraging people as well, positively, mind you, not just anyhow, positively. Because these things, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. I think it was Leslie that started, or maybe Sheona said, no man is an island. No matter the strongest of us all, we still need encouragement somehow. So, but we need to be discerning. And like you said, for different season, whoever is going through, that you're there to support. I said that in my talk. Don't just go and say, okay, this person, I see they need this. You can actually ask, how can I support you? How can I encourage you? And then let them use their own words to say what they need. Because sometimes somebody is hungry and you're giving them water to drink. The way they will look at you, even though you're trying to help. But if you ask them, they'll say, I need food, not water. They will not even mention water. And to you, you're thinking they need water. Just like Leslie is drinking water here. So we need to be intentional, really, when it comes to encouraging somebody, because if it goes south, that person can come and resent you. And you never can tell. In your mind, you think you're helping. So let's be mindful, even as we try to encourage people. Let's be kind. Kind words go a long way. It does. It goes a long way. Let's, if you're the type that your word is harsh, soft words, soft spoken words can actually help somebody that is needing encouragement. So thank you. Imagine you're saying kind words in a harsh way. Mixed is like they'll look at you. You meant to encourage me or to insult me, or they might take it the wrong way. So kind words, soft-spoken kind words can go a long way. Words are powerful, people, and let's be mindful how we use those words to affect or impact other people's lives. So thank you to all of my contributors, everyone that has given their submission. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Debbie, Elder Kenneth. Thank you, Sham. Thank you, Susan. Thank you to those who have dropped off. And I see quite a number of people there. I see Susan, she ran away. Faith, I see you. Good evening. Young Rich, I see you. Unchangeable, I see you. 813, thank you so much. So don't run away. Just a handful of us. Even if it's 2 people, you'll do this puzzle today. Debbie, you're still there. Okay, you will represent the ladies. You and Shan.
Why are you calling my name?
Elder Kenneth. Susan, come back. I'm looking for you. Yeah, I'm looking for Susan now. She ran away. So let's try this puzzle. Maybe 2 times without blabbing. Let's make it. See, I'm encouraging us. Instead of 3 times now, hey, we'll do it 2 times as fast as possible without blabbing. And let's see, maybe somebody can just get a gift tonight. So any takers, that's why I've been posting it there, just to encourage you. Let's laugh a bit before we go. Somebody should encourage me. If you do this puzzle, yeah, you're encouraging me. I will laugh to sleep tonight. So that's your encouragement for me. So let's see who the taker is. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered coaches, campers, climbing, challenging cliffs. That's what I said 2 times, just to encourage you. Let's see who wants to go first. This is not encouraging. That's why I said I've broken the rule now, just to encourage you. Instead of 3 times, I said twice, only 2 times, as fast as possible. And that's it. That's encouraging enough. Because if I say, okay, let me split it in 2, it will not make sense. You want to say, cheerful Charlie constantly cheered. It will not, cheered what? Exactly. So you have to say the whole thing. Oh yeah, now let's try. Elder Kenneth, come on, I'm rooting for you. Elder Kenneth, come on. Your mic is still off. You have to press that button of the mic. so that we can hear you. Leslie, I can see you're there. You want to help Elder Kenneth? Because he's tapping. I know he's hearing me. No taker? Shan? Oh, Debbie, you're calling out Shan. Shan, you've been called to complete this task. This one they had. That's why I've said twice. I've made it as simple as possible. Twice. Because 3 times is a mouthful. Shan, are you still there? Now, Shan, look at her now. She now muted herself. We heard it when you were tapping.
Even Shan said this is hard.
Oh my goodness. Just 2 now, 2 times. Nobody wants to even attempt.
Where did it go? Let me see. Cheerful Charlie constantly share conscious camper and be challenging cliffs. Wow. Oh wow.
It has to make sense to you first. It has to make sense to you first.
Cheerful Charlie. Oh God. Cheerful Charlie constantly share conscious camper climbing challenging cliff. Cheerful Charlie constantly share conscious camper challenging. Okay.
You see? It's not that bad, but the moment you get into it, it just flows.
Let me give it a try. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered cautious camper climbing challenging cliffs. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered cautious camper climbing challenging cliffs. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered cautious.
Sorry, drink water. Don't worry, let me find it.
Okay, I'm trying. Okay. Let me see now.
Let's see.
Jean, come and try it. Cheerful Charlie constantly shared conscious camper climbing challenging cliff. Cheerful Charlie constantly shared conscious camper climbing challenging cliff. Cheerful Charlie constantly shared conscious camper climbing challenging cliff.
You have overtried. At least you attempted. Thank you.
This one today,
Well done. At least go manage that one. Shan, Leslie, Elder Kenneth, it's just the 4 of us here now.
This is not for children.
That's why you're the elder, so help us out. Do you want me to repost it?
No, I can see it.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Cheerful Charlie constantly share castle campy claiming challenging clips. Cheerful Charlie constantly share caption campy challenging clips. Cheerful Charlie constantly share caption campy claiming challenging clips.
Oh my God. The fact that you attempted it, well done. You see, I don't know, that word cautious. I don't know what is it. Whoa, you didn't even. I don't even know what you were saying somewhere, but it's okay. Thank you. Nice attempt. Well done. So let me find that donut for you. Thank you so much. Shan, you want to try? Come on, girl. Come on.
Let me try my own. Maybe I might make it this time around.
Yay.
Okay, where is it?
Let me find it and repost. There you go.
Okay. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered cautious campers climbing challenging cliffs. Cheerful Charlie constantly cheered cautious campers climbing challenging cliffs.
Well done, Shan. Good. See? That's why I said twice, just 2 times, because I know it's a mouthful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that you're not left out, so you want to try? So that you don't think we're being partial here. So I want to encourage you. You have to unmute though. Okay. I take it that's I'll pass for now. Well, thank you all so much for making insightful and fun and interesting. You're doing chores. Okay, no worries. Next time you have to bail yourself out. You have to do it 6 times instead of 3 times. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night rest. We'll be back. Keep encouraging yourself. Keep encouraging others. By the ways, I'm not going to be here on Thursday, this week Thursday, because of my church's convention. If you're somewhere in Dagenham, please go to Concord House. It's starting Thursday, 7 p.m., Friday, 7 p.m. We have a Saturday morning session, 10 a.m. And the evening session is going to be an explosion on Saturday evening with the youth. Everyone is invited. Concord House in Dagenham. Postcode is RM81ST. If you're around the neighborhood, just come be part of this convention. And the theme is greater works. Greater works we all want to do. Greater works we want to achieve in our lifetime and even pass on to the next generation. So I hope to see some of us there, hopefully. And then Sunday is a grand finale. If you're able to, come by as well. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Enjoy. And we'll be back on Monday by the grace of God. I think that will be the 16th of March by the grace of God. I'll put something out there so that to remind us. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful time. Keep encouraging yourself. Keep encouraging others as well. And hopefully God will send the right people to encourage you as well. Till I come your way again, be good. God bless you. Have a lovely, lovely night rest. Thank you all so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you. A13, gracias. Sharon, thank you. Faith, thank you. Shan, thank you. Good night.